Let me start with as Vader. Ronbo, it's time. It's time. It's Mullens time. Vader, man, I'm telling you, man. I think Nick's ready to go. He came in last week. He wasn't ready to roll yet. I still think he was shocked coming off the bench. He came in and almost threw. I don't know what that was he was doing in the first, but that wasn't real Nick. I think the real Nick will be ready this weekend as he's had all week to prepare with Kyle Shanahan. Let's talk about it. It's time to make them Friday night predictions. And fam, the Niners versus Giants this Sunday is going to test just how well John, Kyle, and company have built this roster over the last 3 years. And they've been telling us the whole time, brick by brick, this roster's depth is just, So you know what? We can feel good about this game and every game the rest of the season because we lose people, and it's really, let's get into that. The Niners injury list includes some of their main frontline stars to be out for this week's 3 contests. And here's the facts. Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas are already out for the season. Nick Bosa is a huge hit. But you know what I'm seeing from these guys that are coming? You look at your Corey Hyders and your Givens and your DJ Jones. These guys, they're not going to equal. Well, together they're going to equal Nick, probably. But the thing is, there's such a committee here of talented defenders. And that's what they've been building down through the years. The 49ers have been not quietly, but pretty much aggressively seeking the best guys they can get to make a ferocious defense. That's where your winning's going to start. You can have all the offensive stars you want, but if you got a lot of good defenders out there, they're going to cut that off. So that's the way it works. Jimmy G has a low-grade high ankle sprain, and he will not start against the Giants. Heem! You know what I really hate about Heem missing? See, Heem, okay, first week, zoom all the way to the house. Second week, zoom all the way to the house. I was wondering how long he could keep that up. Because I'm thinking, maybe this is going to be a thing with him. Once a game, Heem gets past the defense, and he's out of here. Because once he gets out in the open, there ain't no defense in this league that can stop him. He's gone. 22 miles an hour, and it looks like he's just floating along. One thing you see about Raheem Mostert, it doesn't look like he's working that hard. That's the sign of a natural sprinter when they do it effortlessly. And if he gets loose, forget it. He's gone. And Tevin Coleman has a knee injury that will sideline him for about 4 weeks, half the season. D Ford is nursing a knee issue, back issue. We need to be sympathetic about that, don't we? Don't get mad at him. He didn't mean for his back to hurt. I'm saying it because I'm the worst one about this. Come on, D. Just get well, will you? God. Dre Greenlaw has a quad issue. Somebody pointed this out to me yesterday on Twitter. I didn't even know it. I didn't believe it. I said, what? No. Dre's got an injury? Remember he got up last week and he looked like there was something wrong. So yeah, he's got a quad issue. That's going to keep him out this week. In short, the 49ers, you need like a MASH unit sitting on the sideline, man. The guys are in real trouble. But as I said, the depth of the 49ers will definitely be tested on Sunday. For the Giants, the big injuries aren't listed on the official injury report, as wide receiver Sterling Shepard and running back Saquon Barkley are on injured reserve for the season. That's serious. That was their best receiver and the best running back. And they don't have the kind of depth the 49ers do. Adrian Colbert, of whom I didn't even know he was over on the Giants. I don't remember something about that last year. Actually, yeah, he's been on there for a while now. He's doubtful. Brandon Williams has got a groin injury, cornerback. But, a very healthy team, minus Saquon Barkley and Sterling Shepard, both on IR. But let me give a big shout out to Matt Andruscavage, of whom I agree with every point in your breakdown in the game coming up versus the Giants Sunday. Dude, you know what? Great minds think alike, brah. You did all the typing. I'm going to relay it because it just echoes my thoughts exactly. I'm going to give you the 5 keys to winning this game for the Niners just before you make your decision and prediction on what you're going to do with your score and how you anticipate the end of this game. First of all, don't be afraid to let the offense carry the day. Kyle, don't pull any plays out there, Kyle. Usually one of the first keys to victory is not allowing the opponent to dictate the tempo, right? While that is a good thing, on Sunday, it will be up to the offense to set the tone as it did against the Jets by scoring early. Hit them hard, hit them fast, put them in a hole, make them have to start doing things they don't want to do by abandoning their game plan because now they got to throw the ball all the time. And Jones, he's not bad, but he ain't, you don't want to put him in that position. Nicky M needs to be able to move them chains and build his confidence. Even Nick himself is quoted saying, quote, "This is my 4th year. There's really no excuse why I shouldn't perform." Nick, I like that attitude. That's the way you do it. That's the way you think. Come out there firing. And he's right. He is right. It's been said before that nobody other than Coach Shanahan comprehends the scheme better. Remember, this has been a couple of years, too. Nick is absolutely capable of playing well and leading the 49ers to a win. The offensive line is healthy. There are plenty of weapons for Nicky M to utilize, which is why I love this team so much. Because if you go back to the Trent Baalke days, I went in the draft with more picks than anybody in the NFL. And I would come out with like 3 or 4 players out of 7 rounds of picks. See, this is why, boy, so glad that time is up. Even with Pro Bowl tight end George Kittle and budding star Deebo Samuel, who, by the way, is projected to return next week, as they will both be likely return next week. They're gonna, can you imagine? Oh, we got the Dolphins. Dolphins. God, I wish we could have played the 49ers a couple of weeks before. Deebo's coming back. George coming back at the same time. I'm telling you, man, it's the light. See, the 49ers stumbled through these first few games with guys missing. Oh, it gets worse from here for everybody else, man. Yeah, Deebo comes back. George comes back. Jimmy probably back a couple of weeks later. It's Ronnie Blair might. Let me not get into it because I get all excited. The ground game is still capable of wearing a team like the Giants out anyway. The offense needs to be able to control the clock, take care of the football, and score in the red zone. I know it's easier said than done, ain't it? If the Niners can do these things on offense, there should be enough points on the scoreboard to savor a victory. Yes. And stop the run is next on the list. You would think the Giants don't have a ground game without Saquon Barkley, but yeah, they do, fam. Deion Lewis is a starter, and Devonta Freeman has been added to that running attack. And Deion Lewis ain't nobody's slouch, and you already know about Devonta. It is vital for the D to be able to crunch that run, fam. And that is going to be a little more difficult without Dre. Man, Dre's an awesome tackler as he demonstrated last season versus the Hawks when he hurt their feelings with that stop at the goal line of Hollister. Precision, technique, brilliant move, and he did that with his process in his own mind like that. Here he comes. I can't let him fall into the end zone. Wham! Lay your butt down. NFC Championship. Niners, baby. Send your butt to the... Well, I send it to the funeral, boy, because you got a wild card game. You're not going to make it. And they didn't. But Dre's pass coverage has excelled since his rival to the team as well. And these are skills Quan has struggled with since his pec injury last season. But fam, make no mistake, it all starts up front with Jones, Javon, and Eric. Yeah, they got to get it done. If the D-line can penetrate allowing Fred, Quan, and now 1 full year removed from that ACL tear that he came out of school with, Azeez Al-Shar. I thought he was fairly good last year. I didn't think he was great, but I thought he was pretty good. I didn't know he was just coming off an ACL. He was moving like that with an ACL. I'm looking forward to seeing him. This is the fun thing about seeing these guys in this part of the week schedule, because it's not that strong right now, right? You get to see some players to see what they have. And this is another guy I'm very curious about. Look for those guys to clean things up in the middle. The 49ers should be able to make the Giants one-dimensional, which is always the goal of any defensive scheme anyway. Kowalski team will also be able to provide run support, which will be a plus for the Niners, as he likes to do that anyway. Also, if you haven't heard, Spoon, I didn't mean to laugh. Spoon has a hammy issue and is questionable. I don't know you have a lot of questions about Spoon, but not that kind of question. Jason Verrett Yes, I said Jason Verrett. According to Coach Shanahan, it's been looking good. Good in practice. He's a full go come Sunday. Is he going to start? See, I know what you're going to do. You and I both are going to do the same thing because we're going to hold our breath and wait for Jones to finally go downfield. Oh, no. Jason, I thought he was ready. I don't know. Maybe not. If Coach says he thinks he's ready, he might be. We got to trust him. Cross everything, man. Establish a ground game and offensive rhythm. Yes, Jet McKinnon and Jeff Wilson Jr. will be dividing that duty up. I can't wait. Jet, since finally getting on the field, has provided highlight reel plays and has scored in both games this season so far. I knew he was going to be good. I told you he was going to be good. I said, give me a break with what he did in Minnesota. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He's playing in Kyle Shanahan's offense, and we don't know what he's capable of in Kyle Shanahan's offense. Look what happened. Look what happened. And that boy ain't even in shape yet. Not in real shape. He's been out for 2 years. So there he goes. You know what? You know how I know he ain't crying? Jet would have beat that dude who caught him. I've never seen him get dragged. When we tried, remember that year we played him, he ran back that coast-to-coast on us on that kickoff return? He has that kind of ability and speed. Wait a couple of weeks. He's also very good out of the backfield, which I want to see more of. Wilson has been here before and is a solid running back, and you know this. That's a highlight reel also. Jeff Wilson has done some things, and Kyle messed up that week against the Cardinals when he should have ran Jeff Wilson. Kyle, don't you forget? I'm never going to forget that, Kyle. I'll never. What? You know Wilson is the hammer on this team. He may not be that heavy, but Wilson hits that line of scrimmage. People get moved back. Oh, so if the ground game can keep Giants from teeing off on Mullens, expect the offense to produce well. Kyle Shanahan knows his scheme most effective when it can play action off aggressive defenders, so we shouldn't expect him to abandon the run anyway. And this could be a real Brandon Argue good time Sunday, too, fam. By now, Coach may have him up to speed on Debo football, to include end rounds and them jet sweeps. Oh, I'm so excited. That's fun football, man. If the ground game is effective, there are plenty of receivers who can catch short, high percentage throws to keep the chains moving, which is Mullens is very good for that. He doesn't have a howitzer for an arm, but he's been working on that, though. So he may be going deep. I'm not sure. Kyle may give him a shot. I hope he does, at least once. I'm going to see, because he's working on his footwork. It's a lot to do with technique when you can throw that deep ball properly. So maybe we'll see that. Double T, otherwise known as Trent Taylor, and KB need a 1st and 10. Let's do it again. Mrs. Sports, baby boy, are the likely targets in those scenarios since him and Nicky B seem to have had something going since 2017. Also, Mohamed Sanu will be in the mix this week. In fact, Nicky B and Sanu have already started clicking it and laying praises on each other. Didn't take long. Mullens spoke about the chemistry he has quickly built with Sanu since the 49ers signed him last week. Nicky B told reporters today, quote, he's come in, done a great job. Coach Shanahan spoke highly of him before he got here, and he's been everything that we thought he was going to be. We built a good rapport pretty quick. He's a real cool dude, so it's fun playing with Mo. Unquote. Just get out there, do it. I mean, Sanu on Thursday. He's also talking about Nick. Quote, Nick been firing that thing. Nick has been coming in, taking command of the huddle, making plays. Not much of anything has changed. Jimmy does the same thing. You can tell they have a certain standard in that room, how they carry themselves, how they practice. They practice with high, intense focus, and you see it in their play. The quarterbacks have been doing their thing, unquote, Mohamed Sanu. Fam, you remember when Nick took the Raiders apart? Remember that rapport he had with Pierre Garçon? Remember Garçon? Him and Garçon got together right away and started just killing the Raiders. It could be that Nick just needs a polished receiver to work with. Actually, both Jimmy and Nick do well with polished receivers. A lot like Emmanuel Sanders came in last year, and all of a sudden you didn't see Jimmy G struggling much anymore. It has more to do with receivers than people give the quarterback for. If he's got a good receiver, if he's a decent quarterback, he's going to get it done. Both these guys are decent quarterbacks. So look for Sanu. I'm going to make that prediction right now. Look for Sanu and Mullens to get together right off the top. We'll see what happens with that. This could be interesting. But anyway, we also got Jordan Reed and Ayuk. And don't forget, big play Juice, who's way overdue when you think about it. One of them Juice strikes off a play action. We haven't had those yet. It's only week 2. All right, it's week 3, but yeah. And this could be the week Dante P gets involved. I know what you're thinking. He's not going to be quiet forever. I don't believe that. This could be the week that he gets out there and he makes us stop talking about him because he's been Mr. Invisible. He's got to come out. And I'll take. You know what, though? It ain't going to be a piece of cake for the game, though, fam. The Giants seem to stay in a dime package. Dudes are currently ranked number 2. It's only been a couple of weeks. Number 2 in pass defense. Our guys rank at number 4 to give you some perspective on that. Of course, Kyler Murray is what took. You know what, though? We would be, if not for Kyler Murray and D-Hop, we would be no less than 3. I'm pretty sure that game alone, we just got destroyed. Just destroyed. Because you couldn't get to Murray. That's where that's where the essence of the 49ers attack is. Stop Murray or stop any quarterback and you can kill anything they're doing as far as passing game goes. Murray was loose all day long. Okay, you know what? I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back into that time. No turnovers. This is not the game the 49ers can take for granted. Not to worry. Unlike some of us or many of us who aren't taking the Giants too seriously, the players are not trying to hear that. The 49ers ain't taking nobody light. This is an NFC conference game, and if the Niners can snatch a win, they'll exit this East Coast swing road with 2-1, which, considering everything else, will be fantastic. All they need to do is hang on to the football and win the time of possession. It could enable them to score anywhere from 24 to 28 points, which should be enough. And coaching, Kyle Shanahan is this is one of those games this season where Shanahan outcoaches his opponent to achieve a win. He does that a lot of times, but most of the time it's the players. Kyle Shanahan just gives them the formula to win. There's every reason to trust in the scheme as well as halftime adjustments that will be needed. And also, DC Bobby Saleh will be tested as a win. He will likely have to scheme some pressure out of a unit that is missing names like Nick Bosa, D. Ford, Richard Sherman, and Dre Greenlaw. Ooh, ouch. But, hey, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Prediction? Matt, come on, man. You read my mind. Sunday's game will be difficult at times, but this is a very winnable game. Nicky M will play well. The ground game will be effective. There will be at least one big play on the offense and the defense, including newly acquired Ziggy Ansah will get to Daniel Jones, forcing at least one big turnover. Shanahan will get the credit for out-coaching Joe Judge. 49ers 24, Giants 13. I like it. I'm going to go with it myself. That's my prediction. 24-13, echoing Matt Andrews. Matt, you got it, man. I agree. Every last point. Ziggy, man. Ziggy gained some weight. He looks a little bit more like Ziggy should look this. I'm telling you, I hope as long as he can stay out there. You know, it'd be nice if he could stay out there for 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take for D4 to get back, but God. Anyway, I think defense is going to, after they get together, get back, because you have to get over certain players missing. Nick Bosa is going to be a huge guy to get over because you can get over D4 because D4 didn't play a lot with us last year. So we've been playing without him a lot. But having DJ Jones back and these kind of guys that we didn't have last year, I know you want to see Street as well. I want to see what Street looks like. I love Gibbons. We've got a lot of potentially good guys. It's like Kyle Shanahan says, the league knows about a lot of the guys on our team that are famous, but they don't know a lot about the guys on our team that could be famous. I said, whoa, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. See, there's guys on this team that need to go out there. When you get guys like Kerry Hyder's a beast. Who knew? Because Surik knew. Let me stop because I'll get carried away. Shanahan Sabil said, you think Saleh will be back? No, not a chance. Oh, and Marvelous Marvin, man. What's up? Thanks, Marv. Sup? How's it going? It's a little earlier than usual. Glad we're facing easier teams right now. Let's see what Nick can do in the meantime. Yeah, I got Nick will be okay. He'll look a lot better than he did last week, I'm pretty sure. Easy the third. Hey, Ziggy Ansah is going to be a perfect fit with our D-line. Don't forget, he played under Chris Kasurik when he was in Detroit, where he averaged about 8.8 sacks a year under him. This is what I'm... Easy third, you took right off my keyboard. I'm thinking Ziggy would be very comfortable where he did his best work with, right? Chris, because you look at Kerry Hyder. Same thing. Hyder comes in. He's played with the Kazuric, right? He comes in. He starts busting butt. Ooh. Anthony Baker says, "What's up? Hey, much love to you from Memphis." Anthony, man, I haven't seen you. No, I'm looking at the guy from Oregon. Anthony, wait, I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. I'm thinking about it. Kieran Pettiford says, "What's good, Ronbo? Missed you the last 2 days. Go Niners, quest for 6. It's still in full effect." I know this week has been rough. That's why I haven't been back. I had to get away. I couldn't get away. San Francisco's back, 27-13, 49ers. Marvelous says, "I live in Washington State, and I will admit, when they went to the Super Bowl 49, it was an experience to behold. When I came here for the first time, it's going to be exciting for the next 3 to 4 years, easily." Sean B says, "You forgot about me on Insta." Oh, yeah. Sean, I'll get back to that. As I told you, though, boy, my day's got 2 minutes of extra time in it. We'll see. Jay Realistic, what up? Bang, bang, Niner gang, red gold till I'm dead and cold. Bleep the rest, we the best in the West. Let me put on my ears and get what you got to think as far as what's going to happen in this game. Who's going to be your stars? Who's going to be your defensive demon? What is going to be your score? All that good stuff. Guerrero, what's up? Guerrero says, "Hey, Ronbo, ooh la la. Let's go, Niners winning." Guerrero, you know. I mean, let's go to Jay. Jay, come on in, Jay.
What's up, Ronbo?
Jay, man, I'm looking at 2-1 come Monday, as I can say. Well, looks like we're back in the mix, because I already got the Hawks. No, they ain't going to lose it. Ain't nobody. Cowboys can't whoop nobody. Well, at least we'll be one game off the pace. They'll be 3-0. We'll be 2-1. And who the Rams playing? Rams playing anybody special? I don't know. I haven't looked at the schedule.
I don't know either. I know Cardinals play Detroit Lions.
Yeah, well, see, we're in trouble. We'll be in last place this week. 2-1 in last place. Cardinals are bad.
Crazy.
You see what they did to the Washington team last week? Oh, man, I knew it. I knew it.
Right. It's our division is tough, so we have to win this game.
I know. You fall behind 2 games, you got trouble. So, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
And so, it's what it is right now, Ronbo. You know what I'm saying? This is the card we dealt.
What you got coming up this Sunday then? What's going to happen, man? Who's going to be your dude? The run game going to be solid? You trust your offensive line, your defense. You got Jason Verrett possibly out there. All kinds of things, man. Just to get you to come to a formula as to why the 49ers going to win. Hit me.
I think it's going to be a lot put it on the run. I think they're going to try to make Nick a game manager. You know what I'm saying? He's going to probably throw roughly about close to 20 passes or less. I think they're going to try to rely on the running game as much as they can, and try to throw some play action in there. I think he's going to throw a few play actions in there just to get Nick warmed up and, get him comfortable. And then, they ain't got Saquon Barkley, so we can kind of try to get after Daniel Jones. They got some weapons there, the Giants. They not like the Jets, but you know what I'm saying, they a little bit better than the Jets. But
yeah,
I think we still should be able to. I think we should still come out and win at least 10 to 13 points. You know what I'm saying? I think we could. Yeah, we just play our game, and Kyle just come with a good game plan, and we execute our game plan, we can come out here with, a double-digit win.
You got Nick Game managing, though, huh? You know what, though? I wonder in certain situations, this team is good pass defensively, so you're probably right on the right path, though, as far as them running on the ball a lot. But, Kyle Shanahan, it's that kind of thing where you have the boxer. You keep hitting him in the midsection, running the ball, hitting him in the midsection. All of a sudden, he's going to
Then
drop
you
his
go
hands.
over top.
Wham! Now I got hit in the jaw. There's
Yeah,
all of a
go
sudden, Jordan
haymaker.
Reed. Go ahead.
Yes. Oh, by the way, the Rams play Buffalo, so
Oh?
they can lose. Yeah. So it's quite nice. So they can kind of, they're playing decent though. So you know what I'm
They are.
saying.
But they're playing
Yeah,
in Buffalo.
so-
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, no, they're playing it's a home and field advantage anymore. Still, Buffalo's D ain't no joke from what I can see so far. So the Rams may not have the way with Buffalo. This could be fun. And their offense ain't bad. Okay.
No, Josh Allen, he ain't no slouch, man. He's a really decent quarterback. Really good young quarterback. And he's just going to get better.
Yeah, he throws the ball
Right.
a little strange from me, but he does. What Josh Allen will do, he will run you to death. But Josh has got to stop doing that. Every time he gets hit after he runs those runs, he loses the ball. I said, what is all that running that you lose? You ran for 30 yards and you dropped the ball in front of the end zone? But
as long as he don't lose the ball against the Rams, I'm cool. But he can lose all the balls when he play us.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to insist on that anyway. Jay, you need to give me a score. What do you? You're thinking it has got you arriving at what score? You said double digit. Give me some numbers.
You're right. So I'm gonna go, Ronbo. I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say 28 to. I'm gonna say 13. I really want to go 10, but since we got so many injuries on the defensive side, I'm gonna go 28 to 13.
Yeah, because that's what they scored last. The Chicago Bears defense was pretty rough on them. But yeah, that sounds. I got around the same thing. All right, I put Jay down for 28-13, right?
Yes, sir. 28-13, Ronbo.
For the J man. All right, Jay. I'm gonna see you Sunday, okay?
Yes, sir, Ronbo. You have a good night, brother.
Do, man.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Jay.
No doubt.
Night, man.
Good night.
And let's get Matt. Matt.
What up?
Matt, it's game time again. For weeks and weeks, and we're only in week 3. I love it. Matt, you've come to some conclusions on what's going to happen in this game. Give me some variables, man. And we're going to win this game, lose this game, or what's happening?
I'm thinking this is going to be a low-scoring game. I've been telling everyone I think this is going to be a low-scoring game, battle between, we're missing a lot of guys. I mean, we're missing George, and I think it's just going to be a tight game, and couple touchdowns is going to win the game.
Mm-hmm. And that's not far-fetched because the Bears were fully stocked, and that defense was nasty. And they didn't allow the Bears to get carried away. The thing is, it's Mitchell Trubisky and their offensive scheme is questionable. But, yeah, I can see that. Go on.
I think we could probably get an interception late, maybe a pick six by like Fred Warner or someone to really kind of take the game away.
Yeah. All right. I can see that. You think they're going to be able to stymie the 49ers run game?
No, I think we can run on them because Giants. I mean, I think we can just run because it's tough to stop us.
Well, we don't have Mostert and TC. I'm kind of a little curious as to, but I do like Jeffrey Wilson. I don't think he gets enough credit for what he does. I think the only reason why he's playing the position he is on this team is because Mostert and TC are just really too much. So, yeah, but he's solid. I like watching him run. And if he hits a hold, he does have speed. He's not going to take it to the house, but he is going to get a lot of yards before they pick him up. So we're going to see.
Yeah, and they said Hasty will be active for this game.
Oh, I forgot about him. God, I hope Kyle gives him some burn. We'll see.
Yep.
this would be the perfect game to get him some burn too, because if he's fast, as they say he is, and what I've seen of him, he does look like he's got some quick. He does get nice jukes. Maybe that's why they don't mention him in the reports. I bet he does play. He's active for sure, though. All right.
They promoted him to the active roster, and they said it's set to make his debut.
Yep. All right. See, we got some players to look forward to that we've not seen really perform yet, and you only expect good things. I expect good things from Hasty. Ayuk already showed that he's got the stuff it takes to be good. And who else? Verrett. I'm dying to know, is he ready or not? Because Spoon's got a hamstring issue, and there's no point in putting him out there.
Yeah.
We got Verrett.
Yeah.
Most of us would rather have Verrett anyway.
I'm excited to see Verrett because we haven't seen anything from him, you know.
And his pride got to him on the offseason. He's probably been working really hard. And we saw what he was doing in the offseason. He's doing a lot of work. He should be ready now. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see, Brett. And what else do you think is going to happen here? You look for Mullens to not throw the ball much, or you call him a game manager? Is that what I heard you say?
Yeah, I'm thinking game manager for Mullens. I think he's going to do what he's supposed to do. I don't think he's going to hurt us at really any point.
All right. And if anybody knows your offense, it's definitely Nicky Mullens, so he should be okay. So.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what's going to be your score?
I'm going to go with 17-14 us.
We're going to win by a field goal? Oh, my God.
I think so.
Another cliffhanger.
I think it's going to be close, though. I think, but I think it's going to be close.
All right. All right. And we've not seen Nick for a whole game yet, so it's a call that makes sense. We'll see what he looks like. You know, but you remember he's got a lot more weapons now than he did back in 2018.
That is true.
To a fully prepared Nick, because he came in last week. I still think, as a backup quarterback, you always prepare yourself, but still, you're sitting there. You can't really put yourself in that mind frame until it finally happens. Nick, let's go. Oh, Jesus. You know, you come out there. You got to get it. Come on, let's go. Anyway, Matt, good call. All right, see you Sunday then, okay?
All right.
Right,
see you Sunday. Have a nice night, Ronbo.
You too, Matt. Thanks. Oh, man. I hope Nick just comes out there. You know, Nick, I hope he shows Kyle Shanahan early in the first quarter that he need not be limited to being just nothing more than a game manager. Okay. Anyway, Guerrero, he said, same as last week, 31-13. Go, Niners, Guerrero. Yes, thanks for the contribution, Guerrero. And this just in, Akella will be fine, just needs rest per his dad. Okay. I got no problem with that. I just thought he was ailing, so he might sit down. Chuck Burtz, thanks, Chuck, for that contribution. Appreciate that, fam. Oh, Spoon. Spoon should have a good week anyway. It's time for him to go ahead and Spoon. Come on, man. Oh, Justin's got another one there. Huh? We did Justin already. We did those. Guys, appreciate you. He did. Okay, I'm sorry. Justin repeats himself. I say, disagree. I want Witherspoon out there. And we got Chuck. We thank Chuck already. Thank you, Chuck. You know what? Spoon, we may all want him out there if Jason Verrett is not prepared or ready. Let's go to 480 in Arizona. Okay. Vader! It's time!
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Vader, it's Vader time is what it is, man. I'm telling you, Vader, man, I'm doing great. How you doing?
Oh, I got some knucklehead over here. You can come to my house, but you better bring that Dante Johnson jersey with you on Sunday, man. I don't need that here. Anyways, let's get into this, Ronbo. Sorry about that.
You got some rival fans at your house?
Yeah, we got some fans trying to bring Dante Johnson into the mix, man. Is he playing this week by any chance?
Well, he'll be out there now. He'll be out there in case he's needed. And Vader, we hope there's no in case he's needed.
You know what? Let's start on the defense. Let's start on the
All right.
defense real
Go right
quick.
ahead.
You know what? I really need Sherm. I need Sherm to step up, not on the field, but off the field at this point in time. Why do we have Mr. Johnson out there if we got Maiden? He can play strong safety, weak safety, and corner.
He can play corner. He told us he played corner. They
That's where he
turned him
started.
into a safety.
I said this week he should have been working with Sherm. And I'm noticing that, I don't last year you had Sherm schooling these cats. And and again, like we've talked about before, we've got a lot of depth on defense. So these guys going down, I know it sucks and nobody wants it, but come on now. I think we did very well in the draft for us to be able to carry this team where we need to go. Okay? There's no excuses, man. There's no excuses. We've got enough talent, not only in physical, but in mental, man, that know the game like the back of the hand, like Sherm. I would, if he's got to start schooling these cats, man, and getting them prepared and getting ready for us to be able to see Dante on special teams. Come on now.
No, that was the coach's fault. You should have put Juice in there, or the other.
I know.
You don't need to dwelly anybody but Dante. He's too light in the pants to be in that
Oh,
position
my
anyway.
question is, what is he doing sitting there in the first place?
So it's a bad move.
Anyways, enough of Dante Johnson. Anyways, again, shout out. I heard about Eric Armstead's father. I guess he passed away today. I thought I seen something like that. So, condolences to him and his pops.
That's an
impact. And hey, let's get that win for him, baby. Let's get that win for him.
And I forgot to mention too, Heem had his baby just yesterday too.
Yes.
Hey, shout out to Big Heem. He brought another little Heem into the world.
Brought another Heem into the world. There you go, man. But yeah, congratulations to Heem. Offensive side of the ball. Again, I got to call out Kyle Shanahan, man, because Mullens told us this, Ronbo. We've known this for 2 years. Who was out there in the night running patterns? Mullens.
Nobody else.
By himself. Why isn't Kyle out there? This is the way I want you to execute the ball. He needs to be one-on-one with Mullens. I think Mullens got some talent. I think he does. You know what I mean? But the Giants scare me because the last time we played them with Mullens at quarterback, he threw 3 interceptions. So let's not forget that.
Their defense,
and this defense is a little better than it was.
And it's better than the Jets.
But exactly. But But the thing is, when we were watching him play against the Jets, he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, except for when Kyle would tell him in his ear, "You better get that ball to Reed. You better get that ball to Reed. I don't care what you do." And he was just forcing it into Reed. Don't put him in a position where he needs to force things. Just play it out. You know what I mean? And again, you talked about Pettis. I think Pettis is going to have a big game. I honestly do, Ronbo. I think he's going to have a big game coming in because, again, when we played against the Raiders, Pettis was on fire with Mullens back there. But he's got to make the effort, Ronbo. He's just got to make the effort.
Stop dodging the ball and make the play.
Exactly. Yes,
you got pads on. They'll protect you. Play the ball. Get the ball, Dante.
Play the ball. Exactly. Offensive lines, McGlinchey, you got to pick it up, brother. Nobody's going to go on Trent's side. We all know that. Nobody's going to screw with Trent. No, that's useless, right? So you're gonna see them, run stunts on that side of the ball. McGlinchey's got to pick it up. I did see the Giants make a lot of mistakes. They were running a lot of 3-man rush on third down, which would give the opportunity for Mullens to kind of shine. But the thing is, guys got to get open. And they
got the field full of defensive backs too. I mean, it's like
no, that I understand. But the thing is, the one wide receiver we just got in, what's his name?
Sanu.
Yes, Sanu. He was out there. He was during the Jets game. He was kind of.
He was counseling on the sideline.
Yeah. He was counseling on the sideline, saying, "Hey, no, you got to run. Shoulders got to be on this side, not this side. You know what I mean?" So just little mental mistakes like that. If we can clean that up, we'll be fine. We'll be okay. But the thing is, we've got to win big on this one. For the fact is that we do have a lot of players that are down, and I really, really want to be able to boost these guys' confidence. You know what I mean?
I absolutely know what you mean. And Vader, remember one thing: these guys are hungry to get some recognition. But Vader, we're gonna run out of time here. Let me get your score.
Oh, absolutely. My score is going to be, I got 28-10, man. 28-10,
I like
Niners
it.
all day, every day.
Like it.
And you know, again, hopefully Mullens could settle down a little bit. And I just got a good feeling. I think he's going to be great. I think he's
You ought
going
to
to
have that feeling
be
too.
something special.
It's coming
I
up.
just have that feeling, but a lot of people are trashing me. They say Mullens is trash. I go, he beat out CJ, and well, that doesn't mean anything. But anyways,
And he beat Russell Wilson in the one-on-one, and he also beat up against the Raiders. And if you beat the Raiders and the Seahawks, you're good in my book. Vader, we got to go, fam.
Yeah,
I'm going to see you
absolutely.
game time to get a chance.
We'll see you game time. Letting it go on red and gold. Ronbo Sports. You have a lovely evening. Hey, hit that like, guys. We got 700 people watching, 89 likes. Come on, guys. Give me that likes. You have a good one, Ronbo.
Thanks, Vader. Talk to you later, fam.
Okay, take it easy. Love you.
You too. Love you back, too. Hey, Marion.
What up? How you doing, man?
Oh, Marion, I'm doing all right, man, because, you can kind of relax because we're playing the Giants. It's not one of the tougher teams we're going to have to deal with this year. So it's kind of fun to talk about this game and some of the intangibles that should come together for the 49ers for another victory. So, but what are you thinking, Marion?
Ready to get this game over with. That's what I'm thinking.
Right? It's good.
I'm ready to get back to California. So we can play.
If they do this to us again next year, I think there's a conspiracy going on. What is what's sending the 49ers to the East Coast for 2 back-to-back weeks? You know that ain't right. Okay, you know what? We got to figure it out, though.
It's cool. I mean, we did that last year.
We've
been doing it. Yeah, we did it
cold.
in the Harbaugh years. We did that back-to-back East Coast. I mean, it's cool. It's no big deal.
I just still don't
But
like
I'm not overly concerned about this game. I think it's gonna be tight though. I do think that you got 2 inexperienced quarterbacks going at it, so I think it's gonna be a little tight. It's gonna take the defense to do what they need to do, because that defensive line really have showed up with Armstead. Now all of a sudden, now he getting off. I don't know if you saw that on Sunday, but he kind of got off.
He was on.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be tight. We should run the ball. I want to say something about Jeff Wilson. Wilson, though, you was talking earlier.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I don't really remember him much running the ball, but I know out the backfield catching. Oh man, he is deadly. And I never wonder why Kyle Shanahan used him more coming out the backfield on screens and stuff. Most of the time he be deactivated, but I like him coming out the backfield. That's just me. We know with screens and dicks and dunks and stuff. So it'd be very interesting how they're gonna, roll the dice since we're down 2 backs on Sunday. So I'm excited. You know what I mean?
I think you're gonna get a chance to see Wilson do a lot of running this weekend, because I don't think Kyle's gonna put the ball in Jets' hands in that way very much. You look for him to come out of the backfield because he runs routes really well. He's got great hands. So I'm looking for him to be that guy. But Wilson's going to be the hammer. If you forgot about him, you will remember this weekend. Wilson is like a north-south runner in a body that would be more like a finesse runner. But that boy, he hits that line of scrimmage. He hits it hard, and he usually most of the time he blasts through. I like his running, so
he's quick.
We'll see.
Fast, man. He's really fast. And one more quick point before I give you the score. You were talking about, Dante Pettis gonna just come out the gate, just come out the grave, right? And I'm just say this to you: you have a better chance of marrying, of getting with Janet Jackson before Dante Pettis do anything on the field. He had his opportunity week 1. He didn't show up, didn't even catch a pass. He caught a pass all season, if I'm not mistaken. So I can't.
Are you right? Has Dante not made a reception yet?
Not yet. Not with my 2 eyes. I haven't seen him make 1 reception yet. Mind you, he started the Arizona game, and he didn't even do anything. He was dancing on the sideline during the commercial break, according to the GOAT, Jerry Rice.
No, I think you're right, and that pissed Jerry off.
It did. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm thinking it's gonna be I'm thinking it might be 24-20.
Oh,
Not no last drive. No
you
last
guys got
drive,
these
but
tight games that are making me nervous, man. I don't want no tight game. I hate tight games. Oh
well,
man.
listen. I'm gonna say this real quick. Daniel Jones is not something that I would be over concerned with. He wasn't that good at Duke. Okay, he was okay at best. So I don't know why the hell they drafted him fourth overall. I don't know what
Fans
they were
didn't know either.
thinking.
There were so many other choices. They was
I
mad
mean,
as
look,
hell in New York.
I don't know. He's not all that great, but I think that we'll be able to contain him. He's not going to
He's
run on us anything
athletic
like
though.
that.
Okay, Mary, you know what? The only thing, he's
Yeah,
athletic and he loves to run. He'll bust a run off in
yeah,
a minute. You know how we are with about that, but we'll see.
yeah. I still don't believe him. I ain't scared of him. Okay,
No,
trust
I
me.
ain't scared
I've
of him
played
because his
against him.
throwing is questionable, but boy, he starts running. I say, oh no. Dang.
His throwing is questionable, just like Dante Pettis catching and
Yeah.
ability to
Yeah.
get open. See you Sunday.
All
I
right.
tell you
Looking
that.
forward to it, fam. All right, man. Have a
All
good
right.
night.
All right.
Sharon, come on in, Sharon. I love Sharon and her mom. Sharon speaks for her mom and her mom. Oh, hey, big boys, climb on big ring. Love that name. Thanks for that contribution, fam. You see, the team is going to play for their fallen brothers. Yeah, that's inspiring. Niners win big, 41-9. Oh my God, Rams will lose to the Bills. It's going to be a great weekend. Go Niners. And I had an argument with a guy who supports a 49er fan. He loves him some Dak Prescott. I said, look, you know what? Dak ain't beat nobody over 500. If Dak beats the Seahawks this week, I will join you in celebrating Dak Prescott. If he goes out there and does a Dak and lets the Seahawks beat him up, then I'm going to tell you, don't talk to me about Dak. Sharon.
I hope the Seahawks beat the Cowboys. But anyway.
Sharon, but we actually need the boys to beat the Hawks right now. The Hawks will be 3-0 and on top of the NFC West. If we win, it's a tie between us, and if the Rams lose, it'd be like everybody be 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. It's a new season. We start from here because we got off to that stupid start with the Cardinals. You know what? The Rams and Hawks have to play the Cardinals, too. I can't wait to see that. But go ahead, Sharon.
Yeah,
break it on down.
Well, I think Mullens will have a good game. I think he's relaxed and calm now. He hasn't played over 2 years since the Raiders game.
That's right.
So I think it's going to be like the Raiders game,
Ooh.
that he had. But Dante Pettis don't need to play because all he wants to do is dance around and play with the cat, so they can keep him out.
We need
but
him to do good this
Ayuk
week.
and Sanu, I think Ayuk, Sanu, and Reed, those will be Moses' targets, and I think, we'll be fine.
And I hope Trent Taylor wakes up this week, too.
As of the Giants, their defense is okay. I was looking at it, but it's not all that great. So I'm not worried. They got a lot of issues. Their O-line is not great. It's just a lot of problems they got. So I think we're going to run with this one. And I think we're going to run the ball more. You can see Mullens throw maybe a couple of deep ones. But I think it's going to be a good game overall. So I ain't worried about the Giants.
I don't want to see Mullens go deep, though. You know what, though? He does a good job of the short game passing.
Yeah, he does.
So I want to see him do that as much as possible because, he can be spread those guys out. Jordan Reed can be almost as a pain in the butt as George. So I think it'll open that field up a little bit. Ayuk with that speed. Kyle's got to try some things with Ayuk this week. He may as well experiment. The jet sweeps. Some of those end arounds and things like that. Let's do that.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a little, I think you're going to see some new guys out there. I think, like you said, I think Kyle's experimenting and stuff. So I think we're going to see a whole new different team come Sunday because, all of our main players are down. So I think Kyle's got something up his sleeve. So.
It's always going to be exciting because you
But
never know.
Just don't get too cute.
Yeah, I know.
It's
too early in the year for that anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
And he's not going to do that with
Let's
Nick
just
anyway.
Finish this win.
Yeah, because Nick's just now getting out there. Don't get crazy with Nick. Although Nick knows the playbook just as good as Kyle, so maybe he does. Be fun to watch.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to Sunday.
And on defense, now we've got a new linebacker. I was saying about Aziz Al-Shar. He's coming off an injury last year. He just came out of school and had healed up.
I didn't know that.
ACL. I didn't either. I said, he wasn't that bad, and he was coming off an ACL.
Oh, he was pretty good actually.
Yeah.
He was actually pretty good.
And the other guy with the fun name.
We got some guys that'll get it done and back up Nick. I was watching the conference with Nick, speaking, and he's not worried at all. He's talking like he's got confidence. So, and his team is backing him up. So,
Did you see him with
Team Nick.
Did you see him with the Minshew mustache? I couldn't believe it. It's not heavy.
Yeah,
but
I
there it is.
couldn't believe that either.
Nick, oh no!
Oh yes.
God, if he wins this game, look for the beard to start growing next week. And Nick think, dude, I'm a bad man now.
It'll be thicker by next week.
But he's got a lot of confidence. He believes in himself too.
Fine.
Yeah, I think so. Shannon, what do you got for a score? Give me Mom's score too. We love that.
Mom said 27-13.
Okay. 27-13 for.
I'm going 26-10.
Yeah. 26-10. You got it. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think they're going to score on these guys. Hopefully. So we'll see. Right.
I think I say by the first quarter to the second quarter, we're going to be up like 14-0.
And then all of a sudden, do like we do.
And then they'll come back after halftime. Yeah.
Start relaxing. I don't know what they do, but, 49ers got to learn to put your foot on the throat, guys. Stop with the, we got this. No, we don't got this. Get your butt out there and give me the same intensity you had in the first quarter.
Keep it going. Don't get too comfortable.
All right. Good call, Sharon. I like it. Let's see you Sunday, okay?
All right, Ronbo, we'll do. Let's go Niners.
Yes. Night, Sharon.
All right. Good night, Ronbo.
Yeah, we got to store somewhere between 24 and 30 points. And I say, hey, Rebel D, can't wait to see Nick and the boys in action. Thanks for the contribution, Rebel D. Yes, indeed. This should be fun. Yeah, it should be fun. James! Come on in, James. I'm from the Garden State of New Jersey.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Yeah, James, I'm doing all right, man. Because we're playing the Giants. I don't want to play in the Meadowlands no more, but, it's like George Kittle and Trent Williams said, it's our job. We know it's a new field and it need to be broken in a little bit, so we go ahead and break it in. As long as we don't get hurt. Trent, stop trying to say I ain't gonna say dangerous, but it's scary, James. If we lose another player this week, I'm gonna lose my mind. We cannot keep losing a volume of players every Sunday. But what are you thinking about this game? How are we gonna do?
Well, first of all, thank you once again for having me and the platform you and your staff provide for us, the Niner Empire. And I think, truth be told, I'm feeling really good about this team right now. I heard the presser today from Kyle, and I'm listening to the people that he's going to be ruling out, but I didn't hear. I heard him say that Jason Verrett has had a good week in camp. He's been coming along, and he had the setback with a mild hamstring tweak, and he's ready to go. So I tell you what, that's a good thing to hear. I hope that he can stay healthy. And I'm going to tell you, I'm looking at this team right now. Yeah, we had a rash of injuries. First of all, our gunslinger Jimmy going down, and thank God for having Nick. as a backup who knows the system well, and then losing Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas was a huge blow to that defense. And then there's D Ford that can't seem to get off the IR. And at this point, I feel really good because here's what I do know: Ziggy Ansah was picked in the fifth pick in the first round. And I think Deion Jordan was the seventh pick in the first round. And these guys, if they can stay healthy, I think that this team can actually ascend to another level with them. And I think that, it's so much young talent. We're not in a place like we were 2 years ago when Jimmy got hurt.
So true.
Okay, thanks be to God. We're not in that place. We've got depth on our team. We've got a bunch of depth. We've got a bunch of young players that are hungry and healthy. And here's what I do know: if there was ever an ideal situation for Ziggy Ansah, especially, to have a chance to really be relevant again, that time is now. The perfect team to go to with a defense that's already there. So he's just like an addition. Yeah, we're not going to have D4. We're not going to have Nick Bosa. But guess what? We still got a young Javon Kinlaw who is starting to get it.
Yeah.
I've said it before. It's going to take reps for this kid to be able. That's happening now. And still there, Ronbo?
Yeah, I'm listening. We lost it for a split second there.
Yeah.
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. So anyway, these guys, like I said, they're in a prime situation right now, and we're not, they know that this could be a time for them to go forward and have an opportunity to win a Super Bowl, maybe. So I'm looking at it like there's a whole lot involved. And then I've been saying it all along. I think that Kyle's mindset for this season, with the injuries to the defense, back end as well as the D-line getting injuries, and how do we fix that? We'll fix it with who we got in the locker room, with the players that we've got on the depth end of the defensive line. And what we will do is be able to go out and put a clinic on the opposing team offensively. Because if listen, Mohamed Sanu coming over 2 years ago, last year when Kyle, he wanted Sanu before he went after Emmanuel Sanders.
I know.
And Sanu wound up going to the Patriots. He wanted Mohamed Sanu because Sanu was familiar with the system. Look at the things he did with him in Atlanta, running him in that Wildcat. I still keep saying to myself, with Mohamed Sanu being behind center on a limited amount of plays, Jerick McKinnon in the backfield, Jeff Wilson Jr. Goes into ghost motion with Brandon Ayuk to the left of him, George Kittle and Jordan Reed to the right. Who are you going to stop?
No,
who do you really – if you're a defensive player, I mean, you're out there like, hey, we're lost right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't want to be the one on the highlight reel on SportsCenter because James, it's about to happen.
And I like that play design. Kyle, he's going to have, especially this kind of a defense, he's going to clown him. I really got a feeling he is.
Of course.
James,
he's going to listen. I know you got to go in one thing.
Give me a score before you.
I'm gonna say 33-10.
Okay.
Nick Mullens has a very prosperous day Sunday, and the other caller that said Dante hadn't caught a pass. Yes, he did. He ran a play action dagger, and instead of running 5 yards deep enough past the first down marker, he stopped a yard and a half and turned around and looked at Jimmy. Jimmy was ready. I know Jimmy. He said if I had a pistol and it just wasn't against the law, Dante, and it was loaded,
really went in and shot you. Actually, Kyle should have pulled his belt off and whooped him when he got to the sideline. James, we're gonna go. Let me see you Sunday and see what happens with this game. Right? We'll be early, so we'll see. should be able to see you right after the game.
Yes, sir. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Be blessed, everyone. And it's our time. We're still on a quest for 6. Big shout out to my homie down in the south part of the Garden State there, Mel. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Be blessed. Thank you. Have a great evening. James is gone, y'all.
All right, James. Talk to you later, fam. Have a good night. Oh, and this just in. Justin, are you tired of that?
It's just in. I know. I'm not actually. I was supposed, when I was born. Quick, short little thing. I was supposed to be named Matthew. That was my dad's name that he picked for me.
Your dad wanted to name you Matthew, and your mom gave you Justin.
Yeah.
Mom's gonna win no matter what. Yeah.
Oh yeah. She just cared for me. She carried me for 9 months.
Yes,
yeah.
So she has that right.
There's no winning.
well, Justin Matthew.
Yeah.
She gave you Justin Matthew. Yeah. Gonna let your dad, but give both names. No problem. But Justin,
so
go ahead.
Nick Mullens. I remember we went to Battle of the Bay. I was at that game. with my cousin. He's in the military.
It had to be fun.
He's in. It was his first game in like 4 years. We didn't find out who was starting that game until kickoff. CJ Beathard, remember, went down.
Oh, that was the game, huh?
Yeah. So a lot of people didn't know much about him. I didn't know much about him, so I looked him up real quick. I see all these things. Brett Favre, we break Brett Favre's records. Brett Favre gives him praise. I'm like, you know what? We're in good hands.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, first drive, touchdown, Pierre Garçon. Pierre Garçon was missing multiple games with the injury. He gets a touchdown. I'm like, oh, we're good. We good. And 34-3 ends up being final.
Several plays with Garçon, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because Garçon's not all that fast. Neither is Sanu. I see something here developing. But go ahead.
No. But, and then as we go by, he did lose some games, but the biggest game of his career, and it was at our home because he lost we lost badly to Seattle. We played the first time, and he played it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But it was that second game against Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
He stepped up to the plate and took that challenge. And that was a game winner for Robbie Gould. The Seahawks were in playoff contention. They needed to win that game, and we kicked their asses out of that playoff contention. They finally got the playoffs, but we kicked their asses down.
They looked so surprised standing over that sideline. I loved it. Richie James coast to coast on him. Man, we were just Dante Pettis was just all over the Hawks like a cheap suit.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing. Dante Pettis had a good connection with Nick. Could we see Dante Pettis finally get some catches in?
If Kyle lets him play, I wonder, because Kyle wants to look at Ayuk, because you look at the weaponry side. He's got Ayuk, he's got Bourne, who's coming around really nicely, and you've got
Kendrick.
The man Jordan Reed. Man, I'm telling you, Jordan already. You saw that press conference of Jordan Reed the other day. Yeah, I just told Jimmy, man, I just let him know, just to get that ball up there. I promise you, I'll catch it. What? You did? What? Okay. You did too.
I gotta say this. I gotta say this about Kendrick. Kendrick has to have a good game.
Wait, I got an issue.
2 weeks in a row.
Wait, I got an issue and warning. Demond Jackson, I think we saw you say that enough. We're gonna delete those and stop spamming. No spamming here. All right, go ahead, Justin.
What I was gonna say was that we've seen what Nick can do when he. I don't think everybody. I think he was just thrown. He wasn't ready. But now that he has preparation, he's ready. He's ready. The first time he hasn't played New York Giants. CJ Beathard did, and we won that game. That was our first win of the season. That was our first win of the season because we were in a losing streak for a lot of the games.
Yeah,
close games. But Kendrick Bourne. That's what I was going to go say. Kendrick Bourne has had 2 straight weeks where he should have made some catch. That game winner, could a game winner catch against Arizona, and now the long ball that Jimmy got hit on, and he went right through his hands. So Kendrick has to. I keep saying this. I want him to get an extension. I love him as a player. I think he's great coming out of Eastern Washington, but he has to focus on securing the ball when it's thrown to you.
I don't think that's been a real big problem, Justin. What I do think, though, not lately. He's corrected that. What we got to do is when players make adjustments and get better, don't go back into their history and give them credit for what they're doing currently. That makes more sense, right? Because everything people do, you get better or you get worse. And when a guy gets better, you got to give him credit. Kendrick's been handling the ball very well.
I just want him to be better. Yeah. I really want him to succeed. I want him to succeed. That's one thing I want. It's him to succeed. Because I don't want next free agency where we have to go search out for another receiver because we are down receivers because someone left in free agency. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, Kendrick's been progressing and made some clutch catches. In fact, that last game, Kendrick was right on time. So he won't be a problem. Yeah. But with Justin, the run game, we got a few seconds left now. Yeah, give me your score in this game. Okay. You got what?
Well, I don't think it's gonna. I'm not gonna go to score. I'm just gonna say just win, just win. Just win, guys. Just win.
Who else does that?
Come out of the game healthy. Don't know I have no injuries. I'm gonna be praying. I'm gonna be hoping. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure everybody comes out of this game healthy.
There you go. All right. So Justin just wants to win, so we don't have anything now. All right, Justin. We'll see you Sunday then. All right.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Take care. Y'all stay safe. Wear your mask. And wash your hands. And let's be together. We can beat COVID. We just got to make sure we wash our hands and wear our mask. All right, y'all. Take care. Stay safe.
All right, man. Have a good night. And Ellis. Come on in, Ellis. Ellis is like multitasking usually when I call him. He's working with the kids, Ellis. All right, we go to Dion. D.
Ronbo, what's going on, man?
D, man, I'm just sitting there looking for Sunday, and I got a feeling this is going to be a performance. The 49ers should be warmed up into the game good enough offensively to actually hold a clinic. But I got to see the first quarter. I'm feeling pretty confident. What are you thinking?
Me, I'm thinking it's going to be a good game, man. I don't think that there's going to be any problems or any issues. I think a lot of people are very, apprehensive about Nick Mullens. And, yes, you have a right to be, only because Nick Mullens has just been kind of thrown to the wolves, so to speak. But I don't think there's going to be any problems. Everybody calm down. We're facing the Giants. Really?
I know.
Are we really panicking about the Giants? Are we worried about the Giants in any way, shape, or form? No. Does anyone really care? Because I can tell you right now, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all about the New York Football Giants without Saquon Barkley. You mean to tell me we have to worry about Golden Tate and Evan Ingram?
Oh, I forgot about Golden.
Yeah, so Golden Tate and Evan Ingram are, we have to worry about Golden Tate and Evan Ingram? Yeah. Okay. And then, congrats to Raheem on his baby. And Jimmy Ward is going to love his kid because his kid's name is Nico. And Jimmy Ward's Instagram handle is Nico Suave.
Nico,
so,
yes.
He going to look right at him and look, man, Uncle Nico got you on anything. So
and everything.
I mean, that's a cool thing. It's going to be a beautiful situation to see all of the running backs. We all knew JaMychal Hasty was going to come up and he was going to be activated. Why? Because Shanahan loves to have 3 running backs active on game day at all times. The bulk of the carries is going to go between Jeff Wilson Jr. and Jet McKinnon, which McKinnon has been playing fantastic. I'm very happy that he came back. He's been healthy, and he's been able to score in every game. I like it. I like it a lot, and I'm very happy for him. I'm glad that he is. I know everybody's probably like, oh, well, Dion, you said cut him. I said, yeah, I said cut him because he wasn't doing anything for 2 damn years, and now he's actually producing, so I'm not going to be upset with that. I'm not a dummy. You can change your mind. Yes. I'm not one of these little young millennial kids where, I have to keep my same energy and all that crap these kids talk about today. I don't do all that. I can change my mind because I have free will, okay? God gave it to me a long time ago. But the one thing I am going to say right now, though, and I know people probably some people probably think this, don't want to say it. Cut D Ford. Cut him. Cut him. Cut him today. I'm tired of the injuries.
I do want to trade him,
though,
or do something with him.
I'm tired of the injuries. Trade him for what?
I don't know.
What are you going to get for him?
Well, Kansas City Chiefs,
we traded a second-round pick for an injury-prone player.
So we ought to be able to move him somewhere.
I mean,
D can't.
We can try to move him, but at the end of the day, I say if we've given him his guaranteed money, and Parag is a master with these contracts, cut the man and cut your losses. I'd rather leave that money open. If we cut D Ford, think about it like this. Thank you. We cut D Ford, what will happen? We will have more money to sign those 22 to 27 free agents we have next year.
Yeah.
You have a ton of free agents next year. And D Ford's money that he's going to suck up in cap space sitting on the damn bench with injury after injury is going to open up more money and more opportunities for us to keep the players that are impact guys.
And
now, what
remember
for me,
one thing. You got Chris Kasurik. He's got a couple of his guys over there now. Now, we've seen Kerry Hyder. As soon as he got back with his coach, he went nuts. You got Ziggy Ansah. I don't know what to expect from him, but if he blows up this Sunday, I said, I guess all he needed to do was get his coach back. Look at Ziggy. Could be. He gained.
I would love
some
it.
Weight. They said he was too light last year. They said he put on some weight. He could be effective. We'll see.
Hey, Saleh said it himself. He said that's a massive individual.
Yeah, he's putting on some size.
I mean, hell, look at it like this, Ronbo. We're going to have our way with their offensive line. They're not going to be able to stop our run. They have the one thing is, you know how they can prepare for Jet McKinnon? You go back several years when he was in Minnesota. That's all they can do. They don't know what he looks like in this offense. They only seen 2 weeks film. It doesn't get you ready for that. Now, they can try to prepare for Jeff Wilson Jr., but you remember, Jeff Wilson Jr. loves contact. He runs like Adrian Peterson. He wants to hit you before you hit him. He likes that. And JaMychal Hasty is the prototypical Shanahan running back. He will be in the flat. He will be able to line up at receiver. He will be able to have those nice quick shifts and cuts and everything. And I told everybody last week, and I say it again, I knew Jimmy wasn't touching this field again, and neither was George Kittle. You gonna risk those two dudes on this trash field? No.
And I just wonder. Smart. And he talked to George. He said, "I talked to George." I guess he didn't hear what he wanted to hear. Oh, that's really interesting. But
no,
before we run out of time,
that's smoke.
Yeah, I know he wouldn't go play him anyway.
We gotta go. We gotta go, baby. I know you got other people calling, man. Appreciate the platform.
Give me a score,
appreciate what you do. Oh, my score? Hey, man, I'm gonna go ahead and say about 33. They ain't gonna score. I give them a field goal, maybe 2. 33. They ain't gonna score. But thank you, Ronbo. Appreciate the platform. Appreciate what you do. Thank you for everything that you do, brother. And once again, if you are in this chat and you are in here watching this video and you are not a 49er fan, just hit the like and subscribe button. You don't have a Ronbo. You'll never have a Ronbo. And you're in here because your team sucks. Just face it. And if you're a Giants fan and you're in here, you know we about to whoop your butt. Okay? It's all good, people. Just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Listen to Ronbo. Listen to us as Niner fans. And understand that we're better than you. And you just have to deal with it. Have a good night, Ronbo.
You too, D. Thank you, fam. Okay. And And Jay Realistic says, Jay, thanks for that contribution, number one. I'm going to leave that up there, and I'm just going to leave that right there. Okay. I kind of enjoy that, though. And Marvelous Marvin. Hey, the key to get... Marvelous, thank you. I believe you guys with those marvelous comments. I won't read those. Everybody else can read those. Okay. And Josh.
What up, Ronbo?
Josh, just sitting back here waiting for game time, doing like we like to do before the game. What do you think, Josh? What's going to happen here? You got a breakdown of what you predict is going to be the case? Are we going to kill them on defense? Are we going to run them over? Is Nick Mullens going to shine like new money in the passing game? And any surprises you might think are going to come up? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we run them over with Jet McKinnon. It's easily... We ran them over with the Jets with that 3rd and 31, I believe. Easy as that. Our defense, there's nothing really to worry about on defense. I can't really name anybody on the Giants offense that will put up a challenge against our defense. Of course, we don't got Nick Bosa, we don't got Richard, but still, easily, because they don't got Saquon Barkley. That's going to pretty much push the passing onto an effect on Daniel Jones, and I don't think he can handle that.
Yeah, because that killed them against the Bears, actually. They seem to, not know what to do. But, see, they practiced without him this week. They might know what to do this time. It could be a little tougher, but I like what you're thinking better.
Right. Yeah, and then I had other things to say. But, yeah, Jet McKinnon, our O-line's pretty much stacked. I think one of the big surprises is that I think I forget who that veteran defensive end we just signed, but I think he's going to get a sack or two on
Ziggy Ansah.
Ziggy.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have a terrific game.
Yeah, he may have a real impact. I can see that possibly happening.
Yeah, me too. Then, of course, with passive factor going on Daniel Jones, I think he's going to probably throw a pick to Fred Warner and maybe a pick to Eric Armstead.
Yeah.
Because you saw how Eric Armstead got his hand up onto that on Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Eric's starting to feel himself in there now. It might have been just an adjustment he had to make without playing without some of the guys he played with last year. If he gets off this week, we'll know Eric's ready to go. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's not going to be a surprise. What do you think, Javon Kinlaw, is he going to be able to do you've been watching it progress every week. What do you think is going to happen with that?
What I think is going to happen with that, I think, the same thing with Ziggy, Eric Armstead, I think he's going to progress. I think he's going to steamroll over the offensive line because I have no idea how good the Giants' offensive line is, but I'm going to assume that's crap. I think our D-line's going to dominate.
Tell you, because it's just a matter of them actually getting into in a position where they feel comfortable with each other, and then that's when you start to see them start to do great things. So I agree. I definitely agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Running game?
Yeah. Say that again?
Running game? What's going to happen with that?
Again, just a terrific game with Javon, Kinlaw, Ziggy, Nick Mullens. I became a Niners fan in the 2018 offseason. So I haven't seen Nick Mullens play very good. So I'm yet to be surprised.
Yeah, you did you come in 2018? You saw Nick at least then, though. Nick's
I didn't become a
better
fan
now than he was in
offseason.
Oh, off-season, yeah. Nick's better now than he was then, I'm pretty sure. He's had too much seasoning. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he looks like now. Really am. They shocked him this past Sunday. He wasn't quite ready. Nick's probably sitting there, your mind is not going to be the same as it is if you prepare all week for a game. So I look for good things from Nick this week.
Yeah, definitely. And then Rams against the Bills, that's going to easily be a Rams loss tie against the Niners. Dak needs to start. I got the Seahawks against Cowboys. Seahawks are winning that.
I know. The
Cowboys ever competing with Russell.
They can't beat anybody. Anyway, what's your score for this
Cowboys
game?
Can't whoop against nobody.
No, they're just so. What score you got for this game?
The score I got 34-21.
34-21 for Josh. All right, Josh. Tell you what I'm going to do, Justin. Let's look for you Sunday after the game and give you your award for having picked the right score. Okay, I think
you got it.
All
right, good night, Ronbo. Good night.
Yeah, okay. All right, fam. Night.
Night.
And let's go back and check in on Ellis. Ellis. Ellis is trying to make an attempt. He's having tech problems. Ellis.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Ellis, come on in, man.
What's up, family?
Hey, Friday night thing.
We here. What's happening?
You know how we do, man. We be checking out to see who thinks is going to happen and what is going to happen, how is it going to happen, and all that stuff. What do you got going on?
Man, I think Nick Mullens is gonna I think Nick Mullens is going to go crazy. I think the offense is going to go crazy this weekend. I say either 3 run touchdowns and 2 pass, or 3 pass and 2 run. We I think we going big this weekend. I don't know. No less than 4 scores though. I can't see us getting anything less than, high 20s or being in the 30s. I call my score 35-14. I know their quarterback, he is good. I was going to say, he's definitely not a slouch. And I'm more concerned about our secondary than our defensive line. But again, we'll see what happens, But I think that's the most that we really got in question right now. I mean, that's not having George, Raheem. Those guys are resting, and we're gonna take the reins. Do you know what I mean? We got, we have the best depth in the NFL. We got the most balanced, overall team in the NFL. I mean, I don't see anybody that can go. Imagine if these guys, these other teams. Imagine if the Seahawks lost Russell Wilson. Imagine if these other teams lose their starting quarterbacks. They lose their starting running backs. They lose their starting defensive defensive ends and all that shit. I mean, everything is going to implode. And we are one of the few teams, if not the only damn team, that can actually say that we're standing tall and we're ready for war, with nothing but confidence. So I'm looking for this to be a blowout. I don't know about this Coast game shit. Everybody
I like that word.
About.
I like that word. Yes. All right.
Yeah, we gotta, and I just, I'm feeling good. How about you though, fam? And Dante, yeah, I see Dante getting in the mix a bit more. KB, I'm hoping that Nick surveys the field into where he tries to get the ball to a little bit of everybody instead of picking his favorites, because I know he's really quality, and I've always been, had good things to say about Nick. So I'm excited for him to get this opportunity. I'm gonna be honest. He's definitely gonna do some damage these next, couple of weeks. But as long as he can keep the turnovers down,
though,
Ronbo,
you mentioned something interesting there. His distribution last time, he got busy with George and he stayed with George. Even that game against the Raiders, he got busy with Garcon. Him and Garcon was seemingly on every pass, but he makes the connection though. It's not like anybody's stopping him. With the games I remember when he really did well, he starts with Garcon. He went to also Dante Pettis was one of his favorite targets. Kendrick Bourne. They got together. So he gets together with certain receivers and stays with them. He does that really well, actually. So we'll see. Ellis? Yeah, Ellis, are you I think maybe you have connection problems.
Oh, my bad. I think I put my finger on this damn part of the phone on the bottom. I think that's where the speaker's at. That's probably why it sounds like that. We good now?
Okay, yeah, it's good now. All right.
Damn phones. But no, we need to get Hefe in there. And I can't admit, if Jermichael Hasty gets some kick, I'm going to be front row center for that. Y'all be on the lookout for Jermichael Hasty, man. I know we all been pretty much a little bit excited, but I'm a little bit more excited.
I want to see what he looks like.
He gets nasty on that field from what I've been hearing, man. So we need that. Who got it better than us, Ronbo? I mean, does anybody? Somebody in the chat. One of y'all say who got it better. Mahomes, Mahomes boy, you guys. I don't got to go into talking too much shit about your team or any of that, or any Seahawks fans. But do you guys feel like your team is deeper than we are, and ultimately, it's like if you lost Patrick Mahomes over there in the Chiefs, what would you guys have?
Over.
What would you do? What would Baltimore do if they lost?
Lamar Jackson.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Or just start defensive linemen or running backs and stuff.
Those guys, they have one word vocabulary: delusional. Everything delusional. Hey, Alice, give me your score though.
Man, 35-14.
Oh, we just got that. All right.
Yes, sir. I did all that at the beginning just to get out the way. All love, family. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, family. Shout out to the Niner faithful, everybody. Ronbo, thank you, family, again for your platform. Shout out to the chat, man. We got third cousins in the chat, man, from other teams and shit. We appreciate y'all. Get ready. Hopefully y'all got us. You're watching our game too while you watch yours. Anyway, Peace and love, family, as always.
I got jealous. Have a good night, fam.
You too, champ. Peace.
All right. Bang! Bang! Mel!
Ronbo was good, my bro. You already know what time it is when I step on this team, man.
That's right. It's week 3. We need some Melisms before this game starts.
No doubt. In the timeless words of the great American poets, no diggity, no doubt. Known as Blackstreet, by the way. No diggity was good.
I tell you. Mel, just running on down offense and defense. I like what to expect in the passing game with Nick's experience. Because we have a backup that's not. This is a backup that's been with us for a while. This is the luxury of having a guy like Nick. And then you got guys that are really polished. Continuity is going to be a big thing for the 49ers this year. In games where, like right now, if we'd have lost all these players we lost 2 years ago, devastation would have took place. But not now. Now that depth says, I know the offense as good as he does. Let's go. Because you're seeing it on the defense already. But go ahead, Mel. Take it away.
No doubt. I love Nick's skill set, man. And I recall before the season ever started, I'm not going to say I jinxed us because I don't believe in jinxes anyways. But I spoke this exact situation up where I was saying that God forbid if something were to happen to Jimmy, I totally trust Nick Mullens. Totally. And if we would have done what a lot of people were suggesting that we do this offseason, they started it last season when Jimmy came back healthy and everything. But then it really got bad this offseason when we're trying to figure out money and how to pay certain players. People were talking about dealing Nick Mullens away. So that's why I responded with what I said. Like, that would be the dumbest thing that we could ever do. As much as people cry when CJ is playing because of how trash he is, why would you deal away the piece that can actually get it done? I totally trust Nick Mullens, man. 100%. I have no doubt in him or anything. And he opens up the offense. Yeah, he opens up the offense a little different. I'm not going to say better or more than Jimmy, but differently. Because Nick, I call him Matt Murdock, the daredevil, man, because he's the man without fear, and I love the way he plays. But he opens it up because he has the ability to run. He can roll out. He can throw on the run. He knows how to get to spots and then get the ball to spots. The dude is a stud, and he knows the offense, man. He's the man without fear, bro. Yeah. I love watching him play, honestly.
Yeah, he's not a letdown. That's why I said, like you, I agreed. Man, ain't nobody getting rid of Nick Mullens. If anything happens to Jimmy, Nick will be right there, and we should be able to continue to do whatever we're doing. So, yeah I fully agree.
Yep. Yeah, and Kyle's saying that CJ got a lot better. That's fine and good and everything, but
if he had to say that,
better than better than butt cheek. A lot better than butt cheek dust is still butt cheek dust. you feel me? So
well, the thing is, if he had to say that, I'm already worried. CJ got a lot better.
I love his
you knew.
Oh, no doubt. And this is one of the things that I've been saying all week long after the game, because I've been seeing nonstop. There are actually fans out there, or so-called faithful fans out there talking about, oh, well, we need to lose out and play for a draft pick. Are you effing kidding me, man? God. We're going into week 3. Are you serious? Have you not watched this 49ers team? How many examples do you need? How many examples do they need, Ronbo?
I don't really think those are real 49er fans. What,
in
week 2?
Last season.
Tank for Trevor?
Last year.
No.
Right. Last season, early in the year, Atello Witherspoon looked like a straight-up all-star. He was playing at an all-pro level. He gets hurt. 49ers fans panic. His backup comes in. Who's his backup? Emmanuel Mosley. He comes in and takes the guy's spot. So not only did he come in and he was kind of holding it down a little bit until Kello got back, no, he ended up improving. Same deal. We all know Matt Breida was constantly dealing with injuries and playing one week and not the next. People panic. Raheem Mostert comes in. He's fourth on the depth chart. He's a special teams player. People are panicking because Matt Breida wasn't playing that particular game. What does Mostert come in and do? Becomes the best running back on our team. Same deal. Quan Alexander goes down. When did he get hurt? Seattle game? Or with the Baltimore game?
It was early in the season.
Orleans?
No, it was before New Orleans.
Quan Alexander goes down. 49er fans panic. A rookie comes in to play his spot, and the 49er fans are panicking. What does this rookie do when he comes in? He comes in and he makes it very difficult for Quan Alexander to get his job back. So how many times are we going to have to see this? We've seen it nonstop with this particular team. Everybody on the team, man, I believe just about everybody on the team, of course there's some exceptions, but for the most part, just about everybody on the team is chomping at the bits to get in anyway. And the only thing that they don't have, that the starters have, they don't have the big name yet, but that's because they didn't have the opportunity to make the big name. All they needed that opportunity, and when they have it, that's what it is.
They will shine.
That's what it's going to be.
Before we run out of time, Mel, let me get that score.
Let me get. I say we might get this one. 34-10.
34-10. Yeah.
34-10.
I like the volume of the points. Don't let them start running. I can see it. All right, Mel. Tell you what,
sir.
I'm gonna see you after the game and say, Mel, you was right.
Again, don't forget to say again.
And again,
you know why? Right.
That's right.
You know why,
last
Ronbo?
week. You were one of the guys, right? Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. I'll end it with this. The reason why I'm right again, and I'm always right. I was wrong this one time when I was in like second grade, and I hated it, so I just never did it again.
He's a humble person too. Have a good night, Mel.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt, Ronbo. I'll catch you later, man. Bang, bang. Kim, what's up? Kim, I love you, Kim.
All right.
Shout out to my boy Paulie G and everybody.
All right, fam.
Dion. Yeah, me and Dion, we got to get on that, man.
All right. All right, Mel.
All
right. And we go through. And Santana.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Santana, man, I'm just enjoying the thought.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Yeah, I heard it. How you doing?
Good, man.
Yeah, man.
What you got in your mind, Ronbo?
It's game time, man. You know, it's the time when you start making the predictions, put your reputation on the line, talking about how things are going to come out and why. Everybody does it every week. We give out the props, Santana, as you know, who actually knew what was going to happen. So, Santana, run game, passing game, is Nick going to shine? Is the defense going to go wild? Is Ziggy Ansah going to come in debuting in a 49ers uniform and put up 2 sacks? Is the defense going to see, Verrett's back, right? Is Verrett going to come in the game and never leave again as a starter? These questions and more, Santana can answer now.
Ronbo, I'm gonna tell you what, man. I think that the 49ers are in good hands with Kyle Shanahan, man.
Agreed.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
This is the perfect time, Ronbo, for Coach Kyle Shanahan to show what kind of coach he is. You know, show him he's the best of the best. You know. So, but
with all his
overall,
first stringers going down like that.
Overall, Ronbo, I think we have a good team. We have a legit team. We have depth that's gonna help us get through this tough moment that we're having. You know, and not only that, Ronbo, we haven't. I know we lost Nick Bosa and a couple guys, man, but I feel more than first I was freaking out. You know, I was like, fuck, man, like you know, I was just worried. You know, I was like, fuck, it's gonna be tough to win some games now. But now that I think about it, now that I think about the players that we have, the coaching staff that we have, I don't know. I just feel good about my team, and I feel that that we're gonna be more than okay. You know what I'm saying? So I feel with Nick Mullens coming in and stepping in, I think he can get the job done, win maybe a couple games for us, and definitely beat the Giants. And then like with our D line guys being out, I think with the guys that we have now, and the guys that are coming up from practice squads to step in, I think we have the talent to and the ability to work as a unit as a D line to get to the quarterback. So I'm not worried about defense, And running game, Ronbo, I think our running game is just good, man. I mean, the Jet McKinnon, man, know what he can do in open space. We saw it this weekend, you know.
And smooth and easily. That move he put on that one dude, that was nasty. I would have picked myself up if I was him and left. Good God. He did that without even, I mean, it was too easy.
And I don't know, and you know, I don't know if he had questions about his knee, Ronbo, but I feel that all if he had any doubts about his leg or about his knee, I feel like it all went away when he made that cut to the outside, to the left side. You know which one I'm talking about, Ronbo?
Yeah,
he ran like 45
long
yards
run.
and he gassed out.
We was
that
third
was
in
such
the
a
million.
beautiful cut, man. It just left that like what's it called, the linebacker just standing right there. You know, didn't know where to go. You know, so like I said, Ronbo, I feel great with our team, man. You know, and you know what, Ronbo, I know Witherspoon's been struggling, you know, but I think Jason Verrett's going to start for us, and I think he's going to do good. You know, so
if he does, that's it for Spoon. Spoon will be the backup. You know, he'll be a quality backup next to Dante Johnson. But Santana, before we run out of time, give me a score, fam. What's getting that
my
score?
Man, I think it's going to be up in the 30s. I say 30. I want to go 33. Maybe give him a touchdown. You know, maybe just cause. But I mean, 33-7.
33-7.
You know,
all right.
And I guarantee you, Brandon Ayuk is going to have a hell of a game, Rombo. I'm gonna leave it as that.
Don't let that happen, man. I'll be besides myself. I'll go nuts because if he has that means we got two dynamic receivers to complement.
Oh yeah.
And Reed.
And Jordan Reed, baby. Jordan Reed, baby. You know, dude, I'm telling Rombo, it's gonna be a good game. Ain't nothing to worry about it. We're gonna be fine, Rombo, until our guys get back.
Looking forward to it.
All right, man, Rombo. I'm gonna leave it as that. You have a good night, and thank you, man, for everything you do for us, man.
Hey, my pleasure, fam. Appreciate you. Have a good night, Santana. All right.
You too, man. See ya.
All right. Yo, Gerald, come on in, G.
What's going on, man?
Gerald, it's Friday night, man. You know we're getting ready for game time, so we got to do the post game thing and tell everybody what you think is getting ready to happen here Sunday. And if you want to mention Brandon Ayuk having a dynamic game, it will be like exactly what I want to hear. That boy's anxious to get back out there. He even told Nicky M the other day, and I can't wait to get busy back out there again. So you know what? He knows he's gonna be famous.
Oh yeah.
How about the defense? How we gonna look? Go ahead, give me some.
I actually think we're gonna start off hot. We're gonna destroy them. And I think Shanahan gonna start resting up his players towards the end because of that turf.
And bring CJ in the into the third quarter.
Yeah.
We can't have a cushion big enough.
Because we can't afford no more stuff.
No, I'm worried about that turf.
Down on that turf.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I'm thinking, you know, when your boys come in, the new quarterback and everything, they come in, the offense gonna flow. And they're gonna put up some points.
Yeah. Nick's got that one thing I do worry about. When after the snap, as he's doing his drop back, for some reason, his feet get under the center's foot.
Yeah.
They got to work on that. That's happened. If you see it happen once, you get over it. I've seen it happen to him on several different occasions. I don't know if it's a drop back or is it communication between him and the center or what. But you'll see the ball snap, Nick will go back, and all of a sudden you see his foot, like the center stepped on his foot, and all of a sudden Nick's like either going down or throwing the ball out of bounds. You know what? That's happened more than once. They got to get that fixed. So maybe we won't see that this week. I hope not.
Hopefully we'll let the kicker get his work in.
Yeah.
Get a couple of field goals, and let the defense rest on. I just think the defense gonna give up a garbage touchdown anyway.
Like they have to do.
And
fourth quarter though.
Yeah.
Not before that. Late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Because the Giants really don't have anything.
Not now.
You
lose your top receiver and running back. That hurts.
It's just like the Jets.
They don't have that kind of depth, though. I just realized we lost our top receiver. and running back. We'd be all right though.
But we got something. We got something they wish they had depth.
I know. See, most teams don't have this kind of depth.
We picked up some few guys. I want to see if Muhammad gonna play, what he gonna do.
Oh, and he is playing. He's activated.
Yeah, then you got the rookie. Because I think he's gonna give him a touchdown again. And, I want to see our little new running game we got, which we still got the best running game in the league anyway.
It's Kyle and McDaniel. You know, that running game, the way it's designed, it's a plug and play system. If you're good, you can plug and play into it. So that's what I like about what we got going here.
Because I'm not, again, I'm not really worried about the time. This is just something like a little tune-up, for us to get ready for the next week, even though we're playing Miami.
I know, right? But you got to come in and play these teams, because they'll beat you if you come in half stepping. So you got to come in and being that you're capable of beating them, make sure that you do. You got to beat certain teams if you're going anywhere, and you cannot lose to teams like the Jets, the Giants, the Dolphins. You got to beat those guys because that's your record.
We had key injuries last year, and we went through it because actually, to be honest, Seattle was lucky to make the playoffs because we actually gave them the first game.
I know.
And they were trying to give it back to us. But then let's put in overtime, and we didn't have nothing but backups that game.
I know.
So we got some good backups. We got good backups. That's what I'm saying, Ronbo. We got good backups.
Well, that's what we did. Build that depth. Listen, Joe, before we run out of time, though, let me give you a score. What do you got for a score?
I actually think we're gonna be up by double digits majority of the game, right? So I'm looking at we might pick a good rhythm with Nick. 34-14.
Yeah, everybody thinks over 30 scores. 34-14, I love it. All right.
Yeah, I got to give up that garbage touchdown. I got to give it up. He's gonna be 34. He's gonna be 34-7 when he starts taking out key players out. So we're gonna give up a garbage one.
That guy's got to quit doing that too. All right, Joel. I'm gonna see you Sunday after the game. And if you got the score right, we're gonna be hollering your name. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, man. You too.
Thanks. Let's go. Hey, Alex.
Hello?
Alex.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Alex, we're just looking forward to the Sunday already. And Alex, you're out in the East, aren't you?
No, I'm actually in Arizona.
Oh, okay. Well, because I thought you were on the East Coast for a minute, weren't you? Or you have always been in Arizona?
Well, I was living in Sacramento for a while. I moved down here to Arizona in March.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So how do you like Arizona?
It's hot as freaking shit out here, man.
That's the first thing. Arizona's actually a beautiful looking place, but the first thing that comes out of anybody's mind, Jesus, is hot. Woo!
It was legitimately 115 every day this summer, Ronbo. It was hell. It was legitimately hell. It was terrible, man.
Well, it's calming down though now, from what I understand, right?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's still 100, but it's not 115, which is that's a big difference.
Yeah, but that's calming down. I mean, when you see scorpions out there running around with sunglasses on, you know it's hot.
Facts, man. How's your week going, Ronbo?
Oh, it's fantastic now that you know. Because football season every week is just fun because you get to anticipate. Yeah. Your mind is rolling all the time. Because if you love football like we do, it's just, I can't wait every year for September. And by the time February comes, I'm like, oh, man. Okay, we got the draft coming up.
True. Hey, football season never ends, man. Football season never ends.
Well, Alex, what are you thinking as far as this game goes? How's this going to play out?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be at this point it's a lot of guessing because it's our backups going in. It's our third string running back, starting. It's our backup quarterback starting. It's our backup defensive end starting. So I'm kind of pumped because I want to see how deep we truly are. I want to see our guys if they come out and fall out. I mean, I'm pumped to see Nick Mullens. I think he's more mobile than Jimmy. I think that I think he could have a good game. I mean, who's not to say that Nick Mullens hasn't been waiting for this opportunity? Because he knows that Jimmy G's been hurt before. So, and he's more ready now than he was when he got thrown into it when he was starting in 2018.
Absolutely,
and shoot,
way more prepared.
Kittle got his record with Mullens at the helm.
That's right.
So, and not only that, but his single game receiving yard against the Broncos, that was Mullens too. So, I mean, granted, Kittle was still that was Kittle's coming out year and everything, so people didn't really know about him. But regarding this game, I mean,
who was the running back? Alex, one question: who was the running back for Nick Mullens that year that he played or started?
I think Mostert was like the third string, I think Mostert was like the third string.
So it was Matty. It was Matty Mostert.
It was Matty B.
Yeah.
It was Matty B, Mostert, and damn, I really don't remember.
You know what? I just realized something though. His weaponry this year is he's got a better offensive line than he had then.
Oh yeah.
His weaponry. The only thing that's missing is George Kittle, but that'll be back next week. So he's pretty much got Jordan Reed does a very good job of. So he's pretty much got same assembly of weapons.
Jordan Reed, right?
As far as
100%.
Potency
maybe
goes.
even better.
Yeah.
Because he had Pierre Garçon. He had
Dante.
I think he had a rookie Trent Taylor. Dante was like our number one receiver that year. We're better off.
But he really was though. He was actually putting in work. So he's got Dante tomorrow, Sunday. Let's see what happens.
Who knows? You never know. But I think I'm not too worried about this game. The only two areas that I'm a little concerned about is our interior offensive line. Not even just our interior, but our whole entire offensive line. They need to get their pass pro shit together, man. Like, give our quarterback some time to make a damn throw, because McGlinchey is letting up pressures. Tomlinson's letting up pressures. Garland didn't. Garland had a good game on Sunday. He didn't allow any pressures, but just we get the ball out so fast. Just give him like 3 seconds, man.
Yeah, just the guys are running routes. They're quick to get in and out of patterns. So there's just hold for a second.
Yeah.
But McGlinchey is actually the biggest problem. Thomason, he may miss one here and there, but he's not going to miss a lot. And also, Brunskill's not going to do. What is really good is Garland. Garland's the one who sprung Mostert free last week for that touchdown. So,
right. Yep.
So
he had a good block downfield. Guys, that dude Garland, he's a little baller. He should be our starter going forward. I mean, he's actually. I mean, granted, he was hurt. Well, I'm talking about like when Richford comes back. But I mean, whatever.
He's not going to be back long, Alex. And when he does come back, he's only going to be back for a couple of minutes, and then Garland can come back out. This is why it's good for Garland to get this much experience. God, Weston.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He is always injured.
Alex, what's the score on this game?
Yeah, it's so hard to say. I want to say like a blowout, and I think it could happen. I'm gonna roll with 30-10.
That is a blowout. 20 points. Anything over 15 points, 2 touchdowns is definitely a blowout. I like it.
The only weapon they have really is they have Ingram. Shoot, maybe. Man, see, it's hard to say because Ingram, if Alexander and Tart can't guard Ingram, that's gonna be a problem.
Yep.
If Slayton goes off on like Verrett or Witherspoon, like that could be a problem too. Like our corners are a little sus this week, opposite of Mosley. So
yeah, we're gonna see Verrett. Let's see what happens with him. All right, Alex, good stuff. I'm gonna look for you Sunday.
All right, man. Hey, you have a good weekend, Ronbo.
You
and go
too.
Niners, baby. Yee!
Thanks, fam.
Later.
All right. It's Rousseau. Rousseau. All right. Hey, Elliot.
What's up, Ronbo? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What's up, my guy?
We're just having fun with this, man, because you know it's what we do before. See, these are the weeks we can relax. You know, to this week we can have fun with this. Next week we can have fun with this. Why? Because we're playing teams like the Giants and the Dolphins, and they're not scary. The week after that, things start to get a little hairy. But look at all the horses we got coming back in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Ain't nobody gonna be scared then. In fact, we'll be back in predator mode. I can't wait.
No doubt. Me either, man. I can't wait either. That way we don't have these type of questions. Only thing I'm gonna say, man, is right. The only thing I'm gonna say is this. I'm not afraid of the Giants. Of course, I expect us to win against the Giants. Just bringing realism to the conversation. At the end of the day, I'm gonna keep saying this every game. Every time a team plays us, it is their Super Bowl. So running up against us, and they're pros. We're not in college. This is the pros, man. This is the pros. They're pros. With that being said, to lose to a team full of backups, because we don't really have any of our major players except for our linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
and we got one of them missing too.
Yeah. So Greenlaw, he out of there. You know what I'm saying?
And
if I'm mistaken, Alexander is a little bit dinged up too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like to lose to us, man. That's gonna be huge, a huge pride thing for these teams to lose to us.
That's the mindset.
Offense,
True.
Yeah, it is. I think on the offensive end, running backs, we should be fine. We should be able to manage with the running backs. I can't wait to see Hasty get out there and do whatever it is he do or whatever else like that. I can't wait to see my guy Jeff Wilson get out there and make the best of his opportunities, and Kennan to show, get a little bit more reps to get himself more acclimated in the offense for the rest of the season.
Yep.
But offensively, this is what I'm going to say real quickly. Mullens, I'm not afraid to have him. I like Mullens. I really do. I love him a lot. What I saw from him in the last game, I was kind of questionable because I'll say this: as he went on, he got better. But three people he's going to have to get timing with, which is Ayuk, Reed, and Sanu. Those are three people he's going to have to get timing with, and to make sure he's capable of being the best quarterback he can be. Because I think he's a phenomenal quarterback and a starting quarterback in this league.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think Trent Taylor, this is probably going to be his best game of the season.
Yeah, it's time for him to get started. I don't know, what's going on with him, but he's usually always involved in the offense, at least 1 or 2 points during the game. He hasn't been involved yet. I'm surprised.
I think that they'll lean on him a little bit more as the season goes on, but for him, I think this will probably be the better season for him. The better game, I'm going to say, for him coming off these last 2 games, because he does have a nice rapport. The same with Pettis and Brandon, with Mullens. So those 3 receivers, they're there with him. They probably did some of their best seasons playing, with Mullens. So I'm cool with that. I think we'll be all right in that aspect. I think that we just gonna falter more so once we pass the 40 and the 50 on the other side as far as punching it in is concerned. I think that our kicker, Robbie Gould, is probably going to be the story of the day. Defensively,
I'm telling you, as long as you got Kendrick Bourne and Jordan Reed, the red zone, that's ours. It's going to be ours. I'm telling you right now.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so, man. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that's how everything turned out. I don't, at the end of the day, Ronbo, what I don't do is I don't walk around here and just overlook any team just because they're crappy or they haven't won. Because if you look at these last 2 games, the Giants only lost by 4 their last game against Chicago. Is not a bum squad. They're not that great. But they're not a bum squad.
But you're right. But if the Giants would have had Saquon, they probably would have won. You know why I say that though, Elliot? I say that because Jordan Reed and Kendrick Bourne, they don't care who the team is. They will beat you in that red zone. Kendrick proved that last year. And Jordan Reed looks like this is just no big deal for him. So yeah.
So I'm hoping that, like I said, he can get his timing together with those two guys. I mean, not those two. With Reed for real, if anything. Ayuk as well, but if not, it's okay. No big deal. He's just a rookie. Let's let him grow and be the person he's going to be. Defensive wise, I'm going to say this real quickly.
Ellie, real quick, because we're running out of time.
Okay. And then I'm going to give you my score. If you can't catch a pass on a Kello Witherspoon, you need to just stop playing football. Just stop playing football because they give you a 5 yard to 7 or 10-yard cushion. That's how Saleh plays the defense with these guys out there. It's no bump and run. It's no up and in your face. It's none of that type of stuff. So that worries me because if you catch a pass 7 yards 2 times, that's a first down all day. You move the chains. This is what Hopkins did to us.
Yeah, the problem with that defensive setup is you need to have a certain kind of a talent to even be applying that. But they'll be all right. Hey, Ellie, let me get your score before we run out of time. What you got?
You already know I'm going to always say 40-24, but on today, I'm going to give you a different score. I'm going to just go with 24-13, and we get the dub and walk out of there happy we got the dub and just move on to the next week and be better the next week. That's what I got for you.
I got you because we got the same score. All right, fam. I'm going to see you Sunday.
No doubt. My son wanted me to tell you because he's in the bed sleep and all that. I think he's in there playing a video game, but I'm outside. So anyway, look, he wanted me to say, "What's up, Ronbo?"
Give a shout out for me. All right, fam.
No doubt. Y'all have a good one, man. Everybody be cool because we're going to get the dub regardless of how it happens.
Yeah, it is. All right. All right, fam.
All right, well, I'll see you Sunday.
Looking forward. All right. Let's roll over quickly. Let's go check out. Hey, Frank. Come on in, Frank. And KC.
Yo, what's up, Ronbo? Let me put my headphones on.
You'll go ahead and do that.
What's up, bro?
Casey, man, it's time to make that prediction, man. Put your reputation on the line. Say things like, I know what's going to happen, and I'm going to tell you what the score is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Well, man, I mean, they got a lot of money on the injured reserve. They need a big game from the defensive line. If they get a big game from Ziggy Ansah, if Brandon Ayuk has a big game, if they come out there pissed off about Bosa going down, and if Nick Mullens is like, man, I threw an interception last week. I want him to score 50 points, Ronbo. I want it to be 51-3.
You said 51.
I want it to be 51-3.
I like that.
I want the
angry points.
I want them to be. I want them to be really angry that they're still playing in MetLife, and I want them to come home on this 3-game home stretch here, and I want the ESPN anchors to say they scored 50 points last week, and
and they did it with their backups. That's the fun part.
Yeah,
and they did it with their backups. And then somebody will say, "Yeah, but we're talking about the Giants." You can never get no love. Not 100%.
What other team can lose the players that the Niners lost and have it be 31-6 with 3 minutes left in the game, Ronbo?
Yeah, well, yeah, I agree. So, any team, these are all pros in the NFL. There's no high school or college players. They are in the position you're in because they're that good. So you got to be careful to bring your best game, for sure.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks they're
playing 49ers. They need a big game from the defensive line.
I'm sorry, say
They need Eric Armstead. They need Eric Armstead to have a big game.
Yeah.
They need Javon Kinlaw to have a big game.
That whole front line D. Kerry Hyder. You need Ziggy. Ziggy just got here. All right, Ziggy, show us why you're here. And how come you wanted to get paid so much? So
and of course the biggest part is just to, stay healthy and get back home. But JaMychal Hasty and Brandon
everybody
Ayuk
wants to see him.
Jerick McKinnon, they got some pretty good weapons there, man. and they can score a lot of points. And if their defense plays like they did last week, they should be able to make it at least 34-10. So
is that going to be you? Are you 34-10?
Ronbo, I want 51-3. Ronbo, that's
you want. I'll put you down for 51-3 if you want to. I'd love to.
Yeah, man.
Put KC down 51-13. You know, KC.
Because I said 17-6 last week, and it was 31-6. So
I thought they could score more than 17. You know, and if they would have illegally tackled Jimmy G, there's no telling what that score would have been last week. But you know, I can't wait to see Michael Hasty.
I think Bobby Saleh is really that good of a coach, Ronbo, and I'd like personally, I would like to hear what Balky thinks about a 51-3 score.
You would? I'd love. Okay, let me bring Trent in. First of all, I don't think this team is actually capable without their starters to score 51 points. What I do know is the Giants do suck. So it's possible they could score maybe 56 or 59 or something like that as well. This is one of those games that's kind of tough to call at this particular time. But don't hold me, don't quote me on this. Thank you, Trent. Trent's got to get a throat operation. Hey, all right, but KC, man, I tell you, man, this is going to be an interesting game for all the reasons we think, and we're going to see some surprises. Who's going to be the surprise guy? I'm looking at could Ayuk go nuts? Man. Oh, let's put Michael Hasty in the mix as the most surprised guy.
You got to watch tape on him, Ronbo. You got to watch tape on him.
I've seen him play on
like
tape.
Marshawn Lynch.
And and he's quick. He has better juke ability. That's what I like about him. So yeah, we're gonna find out. Yes, indeed. All right. You want anything else you want to add?
No, man.
We're gonna put you down for the biggest score we've had this whole season. A 50 burger. Nobody's called for a 50 burger yet. I love it.
I'm just ready to get to that stretch around November, and get the season going, because these first few weeks have been.
I know, it's like preseason. Everybody's stumbling around.
It is absolutely. It feels like preseason, doesn't it?
Well, they're used to it. That's what they do every year. And then this year, you got to play the real game. So that thing about, we don't need any preseason games. Yeah, we do. We need at least 2, okay? God. All right, man. Let me see KC Sunday after the game.
Sounds good, Ronbo. Yeah, man. Hey, Ronbo, you know what made me say 51-3 too, Ronbo, is that the caller last week before me, you caught him sleeping. I'm thinking they're sleeping on us, Ronbo. I think the Niners can go out there and really do it. So it's 51-3, Ronbo.
It's the first team that breaks out of preseason mode. If KC says a 51, we're gonna definitely honor it. All right, KC, have a good night, fam.
Hey, call me crazy. Just don't call me late for dinner, Ronbo.
Yeah, my sentiments exactly. Night, KC.
All right, man. Yeah, let's pee in their cornflakes, Ronbo.
Don't do that; it'll make them mad. All right, KC. See you Sunday. And let's go see if Frank is available. Hey, Frank. Frank. And Jamal.
Hey, Ronbo, what's going on?
Jamal.
Hey, let me go ahead and get my
score.
Yeah, hey, my score. I'll at least get 35-10. That's my score.
Yeah, we don't like that 35 number. All right, 30 something anyway. All right, 35-10 for Jamel. Yeah. And Jamel, how come, Jamel? What's going to happen here?
Well, I think we'll all get our points, and then we'll start resting our players. And I think when our defense, just like last year, has been carrying us, and they carried us last year, and I believe that they're going to carry us again. So we'll get our points, rest our players, and get ready for next week.
All right. Yeah, we don't have any players to rest though, Jamel.
Oh.
I mean, I'm just saying, during the game, we've already got the rotation's got to stay hot, right? So the defensive line is going to keep. I want to see Katavius Street and Givens and some of the other guys we got, because we're going to see Ziggy Ansah, we're going to see Kerry Hyder, And of course, DJ Jones and who we got in the middle? DJ Jones in the middle, Kerry Hyder, Eric Armstead. Yeah, we've I don't know, the rotation's gonna be interesting to see. But yeah, offensively, we don't have anybody to rest there either. We don't need to rest on offense too much.
Right. I just still think we get the job done or whatever on both sides of the ball. Because we still did good last week, and I'm able to watch all our games. Because good friend of mine that takes me to dialysis from Elite Ambulance, Mike Johnson, told me about sportsurge.net. So that's why I was able to watch the game last week.
All right.
When we were in the Netherlands. Yeah, so I'll be able to watch all the games. I was watching them, but some of the Bears, they won. So, and all that stuff. So, I'll be able to watch the games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, is there any of the Giants, can they muscle up and surprise the 49ers this weekend?
If we're not on our game, yeah, but it's like the movie, any given Sunday. So, if we're not on our game, but I know Kyle Shanahan and all the other coaches are going to have us prepared. So I'm not worried.
So they do, especially Kyle. And now what teams need to worry about as at least the opposition, as we get toward week 4 and week 5 and the team gets a little more precision, that's when the 49ers will have an edge on most teams due to the fact that Kyle Shanahan's offensive system is a little more sophisticated. The reason why the Hawks look fresh and alive out there, the Hawks run the same sloppy, crazy offense all the time. There's no sophistication to it, and so they can come out and look the same now as they do in Week 10. It's just the way they play. So they came out and took advantage.
Right.
Well, because I predict them to beat the Cowboys because the Cowboys are just there for people to whoop, you know?
They is.
So it's good. They'll be 3-0. Like they always do each and every year. They'll start off the regular season hot, and then people start to catch up with them. So I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
They'll fizzle out like they always do.
Yeah, regular season.
And then I just called my sister, Bridget. She's out of outside of Baltimore, Maryland. Their whole household is Cowboys fans.
I know.
So I get to talk some food to her, too.
Because everybody calls them America's team for so long. That's so annoying. All right, Jamel, I'm glad you got that TV hook up, by the way. Let's see you Sunday after the game, okay?
Not a problem, bro.
All right. Jamel.
All right, good night.
Night, fam.
Yes, sir. All right.
And Mr. Block Eyes, thank you, says, my Niners, we ain't the only ones with the injury list. We'll be fine. Mullens will definitely do well. And Reed is my breakout. Again, go Niners. But Reed is such a Pro Bowler, you can't even call him a breakout guy. Reed is just a bad dude. All right. Hey, Tom. Tom, come on in, Tom. Hey, Shay.
What's up, Ronbo?
Shay, man, it's Friday before the game, man. We're getting all pumped up about what's going to happen next. Shay, and I know you,
Yes,
Shay.
sir.
You've analyzed and figured out everything that's going to happen between now and during the course of that game. Tell us about it.
Well, Ronbo, with all the injuries, I haven't been able to talk about it, but I'm feeling a lot better, like a lot of 49er faithful. Like I said, for us to have a shot at playoffs and the championship, I do think Jimmy's going to have to take the next step, but we're going to have to see some, astronomical performances by, George Kittle, as per usual, but Debo and Ayuk. But I think we can get it done, Rombo, and especially having Jordan Reed is such a good pick, man. And I can't say it enough, man. Like, the due diligence that Kyle and John did, and still having him, come in and work out, and and signing him. I mean, he just looked amazing last week. But onto the game, Rombo. I'll give you my score right now, and I'll just tell you the reason why. I think the 49ers went 27-14. I only say 14 because I think Giants will score a touchdown early, but then they won't do anything until garbage time, and then maybe score a garbage time touchdown to make it look closer than it actually was. Even with all the injuries to Bosa and Solomon Thomas, that offensive line is still by far one of the worst in the league. There's no doubt that even with Hyder being out there, but I think even Ziggy might get in on some of the sacks. I do predict, Armstead having a big game with like 1.5 sacks. I do think he's gonna put pressure on Daniel Jones. He's gonna make him feel uncomfortable back there, man. And I really do. And I'm so excited to see Dion Jordan coming off the edge. I know, everybody has a first round bust listed on him, but he's a very good speed rusher. So I'm just interested. I really do think that this is, a game that they can get momentum and build momentum off of, Ronbo, because even with all their injuries, I still feel like the 49ers depth chart and roster is still stronger than, whatever, New York is throwing out there. I just don't have faith in the Giants. I just think that team is just really bad right now. And Daniel Jones needs a lot of help, and especially with Shepard being out and Barkley being out. And then, us having Jason Verrett is a full go, reported by Robert Saleh himself, who said so. It's gonna be a good game, Ronbo. But I think the 49ers need it because they understand that we're in the tougher division. We are in the best division right now, the NFC West, and we need these easy wins because after the Dolphins game, it just gets nothing but harder and harder after that. So
yeah, that's why those guys coming back just in time. 3 weeks, time is up. Even Sherm will be back.
Right. No, you're absolutely right, Ronbo. And the reason why I'm saying this is I think the mentality is different. I do think that this could have been considered a trap game if we had everybody healthy. If Kittle was healthy, Debo was healthy, and Nick Bosa was healthy, Solomon Thomas was healthy, this could have been a trap game because they're probably looking past them like, oh, yeah, we're going to run over the Giants.
Right.
But because we have so many injuries, it's the next man up. They're like, oh, damn, we can't look past this game. We need to win this game because we only get nothing but harder games. And now that we got guys that are injured, but they're not just injured, they're out for the season, we have to perform against these, crappy teams. We have to win. So that's why I think that the 49ers mentality is completely different right now, and it's a must-win scenario for them. And that's why I do think the 49ers, come back in and they ball out on Sunday. So that's my prediction, Ronbo.
This might as well be preseason because some of these games we're playing, like minus, of course, the Cardinals game, it's good warm-up games, and unfortunately we lost too many players. Shay, I do wonder, though, you got Jones likes to run, and Jones is going to be blasting out of that pocket a lot just because it appears the best way to beat the 49ers is don't stand under center because that's what they want you to do. Get out of that pocket. I'm looking for Jones to do a lot of running, though, Sunday. What do you think?
I do. I definitely do too, Ronbo. But again, I do think Dion Jordan and Ziggy are fast ends. They're particularly fast. And no slight on Daniel Jones. I do think he's not. I wouldn't say a mobile quarterback, but he will move if he has to. But he's not as fast as Kyler Murray or Russell Wilson. Let's be real here.
I don't think anybody human is. Good God, he's quick.
Right. I do think he's catchable, and I do think that he will be caught. That And I think that's the biggest difference, from Kyler Murray's slipperiness and Russell Wilson to Daniel Jones, who sits tall, who's big. I think, he
Takes
is fast.
stride.
I'm not going to say he's slow, but he will be caught, Ronbo.
Yeah,
So
the quickness
I think
is the
we'll
thing.
be fine.
Yeah, all right.
Right.
Well,
the
good
quickness is the
breakdown,
thing.
Shay.
But, all right,
I
Ronbo.
like it. All right.
No problem.
27-14.
Thank you for the platform. Yes, sir, Ronbo. Go Niners and faithful. Just stick to it. We got the reinforcements are coming back off the off the IR. So, but, all right, Ronbo, you take it easy. God bless you, brother. And
Thanks,
shout out
man.
to my TNT guys. Yep.
Hey,
guys.
Thank you, Shay. Have a good night. And from let's see, get your groove on. A 9-7B. He says, "Are we that bad as we can't win the NFC West?" No. If anybody tells you otherwise, they're probably from that team in the NFC West. What makes Seattle, Arizona, as a defense better than us? Offense can completely win this clowns once our starters are back. Yeah, no. What's the thing? We got to get over this hump and get these guys back out there. And then, of course, they'll all fall like the clowns that they are, or should I say the underlings that they are, and be the subservients that they should be. We got to get through this period, though. Hey, Tony!
Hey, Ronbo. What's happening, brother?
Tony, the fun time before the game, because, when we get to the game, it's like another story. Some of the things we're thinking are not going to happen. And then, Tony, sometimes better things happen than you anticipate every now and then, which is what I love the most. I'm expecting that this week because there's a bunch of new people that the Giants don't have a clue about, Tony. This is an advantage. You know, they got a book on George Kittle. They've got a book on Mostert. They know about Tevin Coleman. They know about everybody that's out, a whole lot. They don't know a lot about the guys coming in, Tony. So I like that advantage, actually, for this game, especially this caliber of competition. But what are you thinking?
I think it's a fairly big game for us in the sense that it's a crunch game. I think in a sense where it would be a great momentum builder for the team and a big confidence booster for the players. You know what I mean? Because we've got of all our injuries and things like that. Yeah, and these other dudes that we've got in, like Ziggy and Mohamed Sanu, you know, sometimes in the league, you know, if you've noticed, you give people like them a second chance, they tend to play out of their skin just to prove a point.
True.
You know, to coaches and themselves, and say, you know, maybe we slackened off, but here's a second chance. We're going to make something of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
nothing
I
worse
don't
than
know,
feeling worthless
Nick
as an
Mullens.
athlete.
For those people that, you know, haven't seen Nick Mullens or are a little bit worried, go back and watch the Battle of the Bay.
You know, that was a fun game. My God, that was fun. Nick just came out of a bag. Go get him, Nick! Woo! Whoa! So yeah, he'll be ready.
The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is that stupid turf.
And God, they should hire people to come in there and just walk around on the field for a week, you know, just to make sure the field. I mean, that field just needs to be used. But you can bring a fresh surface out there, rubberized. God, it's terrible. So you know,
you guys live in the one of the richest countries in the world, and these teams are, you know, stacked with money. You're telling me they can't afford to employ one greenskeeper so he can look after a patch of grass, for Christ's sake?
I don't understand why they won't put natural surface. You're endangering your whole team. Tony, it's already been figured out. 30% possibility of injuries, 30% higher than on grass. Why would you put that out there? 30%? That's huge.
Yeah, that's huge. That's right.
God. Get some grass. No, they won't.
And that tackle on Jimmy G was illegal. So shame on you to the bloody officials in that game. That was bullshit.
See, but if we complain,
it was
they
below
say 49er
the
fans. The 49er fans are always crying. But there was supposed to be 2 flags on that play, Tony. He was already down, and one of those jerks came over and bounced on him. I said, what the? And no flag on that ref?
Yeah, second dude came along, yeah.
White? What are you didn't see anything? Oh.
I hope there's no dirty calls in this game, but yeah. We need to win this game. We need to win this game for, you know, the confidence and the momentum going into the season, and to prove to ourselves, like our team and the rest of the haters out there, that, hey, man, you know, we're nothing to be sneezed at, even if we have got our starting quarterback and you know, Nick Bosa out and things like that.
Yeah.
You just want to play the game.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Come down.
Let's go. And Tony, one thing you can rest, what was really hilarious, all the people who like to disrespect the 49ers, they finished behind us last year. So this is why I consider it a joke to hear from fans saying bad things about the 49ers, and they didn't reach the 49ers level. So for all intents and purposes, they're still below our feet, and they'll stay there until the season ends.
Well, you know, Ronbo, all the dummies, all the dumb people are fueled by the media. So
that's true.
We know who we are.
Yeah, you know, Stephen A. Smith can you know, I can't say what I'd like to say on this program because there's children watching, but you know, there's a few people out there that I'd love to say a few things to that would take me a few minutes to get done.
We just have to We just have to prove it on the field. That's all.
Yeah.
To shut them up.
It's going to be a good year. We just got to get Richard Sherman, George, Debo. We got a bunch of guys we got to get back. I just wish Nick. Somebody says Nick Bosa's a tough guy. He could be back by the end of the season. ACLs historically take a year for a guy to be able to perform at his best. So Nick got out early in the year. That's the only plus, Tony. When he comes back next year, he should be ready to go right from camp. So, Tony, did I get a score from you? What do you got for a score?
I'm going to go 31-14.
All right. There you go. I like that. I mean, we're all around the same. We're all thinking about the same thing, close to. All right. Tony, good stuff. We'll see you after the game then. All right.
All right, brother.
Looking forward to it. All right.
No worries.
All right.
All right.
Hey,
Thanks,
Tony.
mate.
Thank you.
Bye.
And I see Christopher Hangler. What's up, Chris? He says, really hoping we get out of this back-to-back New York games 2-0 and get ready for Eagles at Levi's. Hey, that could be another game. Carson Wentz is having all kinds of issues. I don't know what it is. I think he lost a couple of offensive linemen. That's all it takes usually. So we're going to give him a break on that. But the Eagles look like they're real beatable right now. Let's go back to Frank. Frank. I'm Bethel. We haven't talked to Bethel in a long time. Hey, Bethel.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Bethel, it's game time. And as I say, we're having preseason games. It's like, Bethel, it's like they set the 49ers up with preseason games, but they're real, right? Except for the Cardinals. That was unfortunate. But we barely lost that game. Could have won. Did a couple of things wrong. But, you get week 2 with the Jets. Get week 3 with the Giants. Next week you have you've got the Miami Dolphins. It's just a wonderful thing. I mean, we used to say, who's got it better than us? Bethel, we can now say from the beginning of the schedule. There you go. Bethel, no, we still got to play these guys. And we got a lot of backups in there. You got any faith in the backups and how well they're going to do? And how do you feel about Nick starting this game from beginning to end?
Yeah, if you see last year should remind you, like the sorry-ass Seahawks, they had a bunch of injuries and they still made it a playoffs. The Eagles had a bunch of injuries and they still made it a playoffs.
True.
There could be teams that could have injuries and still make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's just that you just have to believe in your team. Don't be doubting your team just because, people are injured. You'll never know who could step up and actually, answer that call.
Yep.
And surprise you, and do some big things. And that will help you out to see, okay, this guy, look how good he did for us. And next year, he's going to do better things because he's getting those reps that, usually he doesn't get.
It sounds like you talk about Dante Pettis, Bethel. Is Dante Pettis going to be the surprise player of week 3? Could he be the guy that takes us over the top? And we're saying things like, wow, I don't know, we better stop talking about Dante Pettis. He scored twice in this game. And let me see that key block he put it for Jack McKinnon to get in the end zone? God. But Dante's got to do that more than 1 week in a row. Yeah.
But it depends on him. And if he has heart and, and he puts his heart out there, then, he has a chance to make big plays. But if he doesn't have the heart to actually, put it in there, then,
That's
he's
everybody's
not going to do
question, Bethel.
anything.
Everybody's asking that. Dante, where is your cojones? Get in there. Come on, Dante. This is the problem, This has been a problem for ever since the season started, and last year, too. With all that skill he's got, too. Man. Anyway.
Yeah, but, I still wear my colors. I still, do everything because I believe in my team, no matter, that we got injuries. you know, you still have to believe in your team.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
That's why when you see the haters saying that you guys are delusional. Well, the haters, they don't have any heart or compassion. They don't know. They don't understand. They root for their team, and we support our team. Yet we're not supposed to. We're supposed to say things like, "Oh, we suck. We don't have a chance. We're gonna lose." You know what to do with that, don't you? Tell those guys where to stick it where the sun don't shine. But Bethel.
Yeah, and the funny part about all that you know, you show proof that the referees are screwing you over, and they don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. You know, they don't want to see. I have the film. You can see it right here in the film that the referee is screwing us over, but they don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I'm all like,
and then complain that we complain too much. You know, what I really wish is we could be on the other end for a change. Let us get a bad call on the team we're playing, and let us benefit. Bethel. Yeah. When was the last time? Everybody's, you guys got away last year against the Seahawks, man. That was clearly pass interference in the end zone by Fred Warner on Hollister. What? Oh, that play was just a week ago. No. Same exact play, same thing. They don't call that.
Yeah. You know, but, you know, we never get breaks from referees, but, you know, they, you know, want to say that we got lucky that, you know, they didn't call it. But
that's okay.
I think that us as fans, know more about the referee calling than the referees.
We get a lot of experience.
They're getting paid.
We get a lot of practice, Bethel. We're always seeing these things. That call against Jimmy, no call against Jimmy G last week. Yeah. Bad tackle. First of all, it's an illegal hit. And then the guy comes and drops on him. And the referee didn't even notice. That's 15 yards all day, ref. No call.
Yeah, that's one of the things that, you know, pissed me off the most, that, you know, the league doesn't protect our quarterbacks, but they want to protect Kyler Murray or sorry-ass other teams that, you know, don't have a good quarterback, and it's not fair.
It's never going to end. But you know, we're out of time. Give me your score before we say goodnight.
Me, I think we're going to score around 34 points. We're going to give them maybe a touchdown, so they'll score 7. Because Nick Mullens last time lost to this team, and he wants to get some payback.
That's right, huh?
Yeah, he wants to get some redemption off this team.
He did, huh? Yeah, CJ beat him. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Bethel. With that, we're gonna see you Sunday if you get a chance.
Like always, Ronbo, good show. Keep up the good work. And always hit the like for Ronbo Sports. Let's go Niners.
All right, fam. See you Sunday.
Good night, Ronbo.
Good night. And John V, would you go ahead and come in here, please?
My man, Ronbo, what's happening, brother?
John, it's the night before Christmas. I love, you know, every weekend is just so you get through a week. This is what's so American about football. You're gonna party and celebrate on the weekend. For football fans, all fall and winter, it's like every week. All right, here we come next Sunday. Where we at? We're getting ready to go 2-1. Yes, indeed. So, John, break it down, John. Are we gonna win this game? What's gonna be the score? And how are you gonna go about achieving it? Who's gonna be your magic man in this game?
My magic man in this game, Ronbo, is Hasty, Michael Hasty. This is my favorite stud. He's my X factor on Sunday. I think this dude is going to come up, and he is going to be awesome. Shanahan is a running back genius. I think he's going to scheme things up for this dude. My score prediction is 33-10. I think we kick a late garbage time field goal. But not for nothing, dude. I'm pretty convinced that Nick Mullens, I believe in him. I do. And it's like Bethel said, as long as they believe, like, it doesn't matter what we believe. As long as the players buy into that next man up mentality and they believe in one another, which they do.
And they're testifying right and left. True.
That's all that matters. The Giants are better than the Jets. I think that they're going to give us, I think they're going to play us similar with a 2 tight end set. I believe that they've got,
and they do that anyway.
They've got that.
Yeah,
They
that's the
do.
name of that.
And they've got that kid, Caden Smith. We let him go. That was a mistake in my part. But
Oh, I thought so too. He's done well with
I
them.
love
It was
that
an
kid.
okay.
I thought he was awesome. Yes, he is. So I think like they're going to do I think Daniel Jones is going to play a lot like Mullens. I think it's going to be a lot of dink and dunk passes, for short yard gains and stuff. It's going to be. I think we can get the run game going. I think McKinnon will have a good game. I just don't know about Jeffrey Wilson, Ronbo.
Really?
I just don't know if we're ever gonna get him going. I mean, Kyle's been so reluctant to really get him
Cut him
going.
loose and let him run.
We didn't see him at all.
You know what I worry about with him? Kyle might be concerned. He did have a couple of fumbles, but he hasn't fumbled in a long time. I also worry about. I'm hoping Jermichael has never been exposed to an NFL hit. I'm hoping that they really hit him hard in practice just to let him know and see if he can hold on to that ball. Because this is the only thing about a new running back. Is he capable of protecting the ball or not? Because we know he can run it. Jermichael Hicks can run that ball. But, yeah.
Yeah.
But I see
give him a whole Rumbo. Watch this dude get through. Watch him run.
I watch this film.
He's
smooth.
awesome.
And he's heavy.
He's 210 pounds.
Yeah, he's not that tall either. So great center of gravity and balance.
Very low. Like dude can get there. Ronbo, he's elusive for 200 pounds. He can move. He played for Baylor, dude. I watched a lot of college ball. Like I'm excited about him. I really am. I really, really am. And if he shows out, oh my God, we're just. This is a true testament of our depth, Ronbo. This game against the Giants will be a true testament on our depth, from our quarterback to our linebackers to our secondary. We're going to be tested all over the field. So I'm impressed. I think we're going to be okay. I mean, this whole narrative, Ronbo, that we've got to focus on, the Super Bowl going back. I'm punching the brakes, man, and I want to take it week by week.
Yeah,
I want to get back.
Which is a
I want
healthy
to
way
get back
to
a
think.
few guys every. Yeah, just because I get myself all worked up and then I start breaking shit in the house. Because then we play butt crack teams.
And dog walks by
like that.
And he hurries because he knows you're out of control.
I kick the dog upside down. Like, this shit sucks, Ronbo. It just bothers me because we had many opportunities to win that Arizona game, and we just left a lot of points on the field. So I think we have, of course, that goddamn Jets game was like the Revolutionary War. Every time they loaded a musket, they knocked us down one play later, dude. We just dropping like flies, Ronbo.
They lost some
people,
too.
I just don't want that to bother them. I don't want that to resonate in our players' minds. I don't want them to back off because of fear of injury, because we suffered so many last week.
Yeah,
I just don't want that to mess with them,
It does creep into their mind. I guess. But
and
George
they're
Kittle
young.
yeah. But Kittle said he knows, well, it's what we do, so I can't be concerned with that. But Kyle just said, well, you don't need to be because you're not playing.
Oh, shit.
Oh, they'll be fine. I think so.
Yeah, I got 33-10,
to Miami.
Ronbo. I think that's my score.
That's a good one, too. All right, John. Tell you what, I'm going to see you Sunday. And with a score like that, I hope you win, so I can say, John, he pulled the right score. Because you got Mel over New Jersey saying, yeah, I'll get it right again. Mel has 34 or something. I think you guys are kind of close, actually, as far as that score goes by a point or so.
Mel's close. Mel's close, Ronbo. The players have a lot to play for. Forget about so much. I think the players are hurting more because we lost so many guys. That to me right now, that makes the hair stand up on my arm more than the revenge tour.
Yeah.
Just getting back there for your brothers and beating some ass and winning games without them, I think that gives me more of a nail biter. The hair stand up on my arms thinking about playing for one another more than the revenge tour right now.
That's it.
If that makes any sense.
No, it makes all the sense in the world. Absolutely. And that's what it's going to be.
I think it shows that we have a goddamn good chemistry.
That's right.
They love each other, and I think they're going to play for one another.
And also the fact remains that they're going to keep things going while their guys are laying up and getting ready to come back. That's it. All right.
Right. Give them every reason to sit back and not
relax.
feel like, and relax.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, John. I'm going to see you Sunday.
My man.
All right, fam.
You got it, brother. Love you.
Yo.
Love the show, Ronbo. Take care of
Thanks,
yourself,
John.
brother. Good
You
night.
too, fam. Night. There's Rick John. Hey, Rick.
Sir, what's good, man?
Oh, Rick, man, we're sitting here making projections, man, so we get up out of 500. You know what? When you're the 49ers nowadays, being at 500 is, whoa, let's not continue with that too long. Or drop below 500. Uh-oh. So this is like a scary thing we're doing. Got to beat the Giants. Should be able to deal with the Dolphins. And be 3-1. That's fine. And then we go from there.
Yeah. Exactly, man. Exactly. I'm good. I'm sorry I haven't been on in a minute, man. Last week
missed a long time.
A win and loss. All in the same. Just we ain't encouraged from that game. I still think that field is trash, but
no doubt about it.
Score-wise, I think we'll probably win probably 20-10. Probably 20-10.
28 or 20?
Yeah, 28-10. We'll probably get up on them early and just start running the ball late in the game just to run off the clock or whatever because
clock management.
We're basically just trying to get in there, do what we need to do, secure the win, and get out of there. Get the hell out of that trash stadium, and hopefully never return there again. But for like a Super Bowl, something, because that stadium
it'll be broken in by then. When they come back, it'll be broken in. Why would you have a new field? Why don't you have people running around, pay people to run around on the field? Hire local teams to come in and just run around on the field. Or better yet, they don't need to play. Just go out and run around the field. Tell us, high schools, you guys want to practice, no students. You need people to run around on that field. Soften that material up. Good God, this was bad.
Right. But, I mean, the thing is right now, it's good. I think it's good that we are getting this adversity early because, I mean, I was pissed off as crazy last week. But, I mean, I think it's good we're getting adversity right now because now it gives us a rallying cry because, number one, we're not going like 8-0 from last year or whatever, so we already have a loss.
Too much pressure on that.
We can be, we can be, you know what I'm saying? So we can start being focused sooner and like let everybody know, hey, dude, on any given Sunday, it can go down. We can get a loss, whatever, because we should have been the Arizona Cardinals, but we're like, no, we have mistakes and mishaps, whatever. But now I think Kyle will have between Kyle, I think he'll be better with his play calling, and I think just everybody be more locked in. So I mean, I think this is going to we'll go back and look at this like a launching pad to help us get focused quicker than we probably should have been or whatever the case might be. But yeah, I expect us to come out of this better than before. I hate that we're down Nick Bosa for the rest of the year, but who knows? Maybe Ziggy Ansah or Hyder or whoever is going to come in and kind of show out whatever. Now, I will say this. If I'm looking at anybody, D Ford, sir, I'm looking at you, sir.
Oh, yeah.
You told
Everybody
me all
is.
season. You told me all season you got surgery, you feel 100% better, and this is the third week that we have not seen you. Come on out. Ali Oxenfree, come out of hiding. We need you to play.
Rick, they already said he'd be out indefinitely. What does that mean? When I hear that, I hate that. Lie to me. Tell me he's out 2 to 3 weeks. Indefinitely. Does that mean he could be out until week 10? Oh, don't talk like that. Man, that worries me.
I hate it, and this is probably his last year, so I mean, enjoy it.
Well,
but I mean, it just gives other people who are hungry and maybe a little bit younger, whatever, a chance to come in here, and who knows, it might just give us a spark that we need that we didn't even know. So it's definitely D Ford. Enjoy the money that we paid you, because trust me, brother, I'm pretty sure we'll get rid of you in this off season.
Yeah.
If you can't stay, best availability is your availability, and he is not. No, he can't stay. We can't depend on him.
But you know what? Pretty soon, remember how good a job Ronnie Blair did for D Ford until he got hurt? You're going to have Kerry Hyder and Ronnie Blair. You know what? At the same time, because both of them are like amazing. They can play anywhere on the line, and they're kind of effective no matter where they play. I don't know where they're the strongest, but these dudes could come at you from any position on the defensive line and do it well. It's about Kasurik. That dude is a good coach. He puts players in positions to win, and I love it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited. I just think when we get other pieces back, it's going to make our team even stronger. And they know. And I mean, actually, it's good because I mean, I want even the replacements or the backups, whatever. I want them to play better, like Nick Mullens, for instance. I don't want him to be trash. I want him to play better. So therefore, he's going to put pressure on Jimmy G to be like, no, you need to make sure. We need that Jimmy G from the early part of the game before you have to get out of the Jets game, and we need that and expand it, whatever. So you know what I'm saying. So I don't want it to be where he plays bad and we just looking forward to getting back Jimmy G. No, I want it to be where he has that pressure on him. Like, no, I need to get back. I need to get my spot back, my position, and I need to perform at a high level, and that's on all players. So it just makes our team better as a whole.
Absolutely.
So I'm all for all the backups. I'm rooting for everybody. I can't wait to right the ship. We'll be like 2-3-1 or whatever the case may be, and continue on and show everybody that we had a misstep early in the season, but we're back. We are that team still. We lose one game, and all of a sudden now we're no longer defending NFC champs and all that, and
I know.
ready to give.
They start talking all. I know. Yeah, people, analysts and people, they can't wait to say something bad. Meanwhile, a team that's just looking so-so, oh, they're going to do this, and oh, they're looking good, and I really give that projected to be a playoff team. 49ers, nah, that's a fluke. Okay. Rick. Tell you what, Rick, we're going to see if the 49ers are a fluke coming up this Sunday. I'll be looking for you then.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll be saying ooh la la on Sunday, man. So I'll reach out to you on Sunday.
Keep it tuned up, singing ooh la la. Love it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. United faithful, Empire, man. Stay faithful. We're going to right the ship, and we still win the Super Bowl this year. You heard it.
Thanks, man. All right, Rick. And wouldn't it be funny? Earlier we talked about the 49ers with too much pressure on them, and they needed to lose. Not maybe going 8-0 or 9-0, and then everybody's like hunting for the 49ers. The target on their back would get bigger and bigger, right? Wouldn't it be funny if by losing game 1, and they stumble through game 2, not stumble, but they just get through it in game 3 and game 4, right? Because we got first 4 games are kind of easy games, right? Wouldn't it be funny if the 49ers went 15-1? Then you know what? The winning procedure every year, no matter who we're playing in game 1, lose it. Try not to lose any players, but just go ahead and just practice. Coach, just look at everybody, get everybody into the game, and maybe just go ahead and let that game go. And then game 2. But it doesn't work that way because of the psyche. If you really do lose a game like we lost against the Cardinals, then it fires your players up. So you can't go out and intentionally lose. But it would be a blessing if you get that loss out of the way instead of like, oh, wow, getting all tense. We're in week 12. We haven't lost a game yet. Oh, my God, guys, we got to stay intense. We got to stay tough. We can't lose this game. Now you're too tight to play. And, if you played ball before, that's what you go through. You put too much expectation. Oh, I thought we were leaving. Frank, let's see if Frank's still here. Frank. No, Frank's out for the night. And so you go through all that, and you do play tighter when you're not relaxed about your mind. Your mind's got to be right. You got to hang loose and go for broke on every play. You can't give a damn. As a football player, you just can't. You just go out there and do your thing and let the chips fall where they may individually. You're doing your job as a player, but you don't go out there and think, oh, man, we're 10-0. I don't want to be the reason why we lost this game. I said, let's go. So, stay out of that. So we'll see. Fam, I can't wait to see you. I'll be in your face at your place on Sunday. We'll enjoy this game together. And we'll be 2-1 coming up under the red and gold sun. Hit that like, fam. I love you. Give me that like. Sunday. Niners! Raiders.